since December 17th, 1995. They won that game 44-0, covered with ease. Guess who they played? Anyone? Show of hands. Detroit favored for the biggest amount since they've been favored since almost 30 years. December 17, 1995. I think they were 16-point favorites that day when they beat the hell out of our Jaguars 44-0. God, we just go for full circle. We cannot get out of the gravitational pull of pitiful, can we? We just can't. We start to pull away from that big mass of gravity. We do. But we just ultimately get sucked back into the vortex of stink. So here we are, measuring ourselves after a playoff year 2 years ago with a Super Bowl coach and a number one draft pick at quarterback. We find ourselves measuring our futility with the 1995 expansion season. Oh, geez Louise. Detroit's put some numbers on us through the year. Last time we went to Detroit was early December. Back in 22, they beat us 40-14. It wasn't like 30-0 at halftime. It was just an absolute shellacking. And by the way, this was before Detroit really started to get good. They were on their way. We played the Lions in 2020. Obviously, we didn't win any games that year. 34-16 Lions, back when Detroit stunk. We played them in 2016. Lions 26, Jags 19. We played them in 2012. Lions 31, Jags 14. You see the pattern here? Tank Bigsby missed practice again yesterday, by the way. That's back-to-back practices missed. I would certainly have to wonder at best if he'll be available on Sunday. We already know Trevor's out. Let's see if Mac Jones was just rusty last week. If they can do something, if they can cultivate something from a game plan standpoint to give the guys a chance. So we'll see. Much more coming from the coordinators. We'll hear from Press Taylor and Ryan Nielsen coming up next segment. Here's a preview. Nerds! God, they can't help themselves, these coaches. Good gracious, what are they doing? Commanders are on the road last night at Philly. It's a battle for first place in the East. They are going toe-to-toe. It's a slugfest. It's 12-10. It's the middle of the fourth quarter. Your defense is playing great. You're right in the game. You drive the ball inside Philly's 30-yard line. You're 4th and 2 at the 28. Why send the kicker out there to give you a 1-point lead? Nah, let's go for it. Nerds. Buddy, y'all need to have a purging of this analytics garbage. I don't know what in the world has happened. It's just we sing this same incredulous song week after week, don't we, E.T.? Good morning, brother.
Ça passe.
Every week we talk about some dumb coach who left points on the field and ended up losing the game. It's unbelievable. Have we forgotten the feel of a hard-fought football game? Does everything now have to be Madden? We joked. I don't even know if it's a joke anymore, E. These coaches play like they've got a console in their hand.
For real.
And if you're playing Madden, you darn right you go for it fourth and everything. You're playing Madden.
Every time.
You're on the road. You're giving the Eagles everything they want. You're down 2 points. It's the middle of the fourth quarter. Kick the stinking field goal, Dan Quinn. I don't understand it. We give so much, and rightly so. We give so much credit to Patrick Mahomes and the two-time MVP and all this. We give Patrick Mahomes all the credit we should. We should give him the credit. But you know what else the Chiefs have had the last 3 or 4 or 5 years? You know what they've had, E?
Educate me.
And unlike these other dumb coaches, they actually use them. The Chiefs have one of the best kickers in the league, Harrison Butker. It's one of the best. Ironically, in the news today, it's going to have, it must be meniscus, knee surgery, going to be out 4 weeks. But Harrison Butker, just a kicker for the Chiefs. But you know what Andy Reid does when it's 4th and 1 at the 1?
Run him out there to kick.
That's right. He runs him out there to kick him. Why won't the league look at the model franchise and the decision-making made by their head coach, Andy Reid, and I don't know, follow that? Because if they're fooling themselves into believing that it's all Patrick Mahomes, then I think they're missing the smaller picture. Sure, it helps if you can send your guy out from 54 yards for a last-second kick to beat somebody and he's stone cold to knock it through. I'm not talking about those where you have to kick. Take your points, man. Look, the final score tells you, well, the Eagles are going to win anyway. I don't know. I don't know. When you got a lead and you can hand it to Saquon Barkley over and over and over again, he's going to start hitting, creases, and boom, he gone. And he did that a couple times, scored touchdowns within 20 seconds in the fourth quarter, and that put it away. But I don't know that that's what happens. This game, I do know this. If the Commanders kick the field goal, I can almost guarantee you they have the ball with a chance to win in the fourth quarter. As it was, they were down 18. Well played, Dan Quinn. I don't care to hear their explanations anymore. I really don't. I don't care that Washington leads the league in fourth down conversions. Doesn't matter. I got a snippet of time here, and that snippet says I'm down 2 to my division rival on the road in easy field. Here's the irony. Kickers kick it better than they ever have, and the coaches use them less than they ever have. I mean, I'm looking at the Washington's kicker this year. Now, I do believe he was out last night. In fact, I'm positive he was. But Washington is not afraid to kick field goals. They've attempted 27 this year. Their kicker's 25 of 27. Boswell for Pittsburgh, 23 of 24. Aubrey of Dallas, 22 of 24. Dicker for the Chargers, 19 of 21. Harrison Butker, 18 of 20. Blake Group, New Orleans, 18 of 19. And the kickers don't miss. Use them. And by the way, this message could not be louder and more targeted than to our own head coach downtown, who might have one of the best kickers in the league in Cam Little. Who knows? He's only trotted him out there 14 times. And I'll remind you, he made 13 of them. I think of all the points that we gave away earlier in the year in situations that, quite frankly, even the way we collapsed at times, would have won games. And that's on the coach for continuing to put his team in harm's way with ludicrous short yardage decisions. Last night it was the Commanders. Oh, well, they'll survive. They're 7-4. Still dumb. It's like no one learned. It'd be one thing if you did it a couple times and then you learn. Like, give the Eagles credit last week against the Jags. They tried that tush push 3 times, and 3 times we stopped them. I ain't running it no more. Maybe after turning away points only to be stuffed and leave them there week after week after week, maybe at some point you say, well, let's try something different. Score. I don't know why I care so much. I don't really. Just giving you some passion here on a Friday morning to get you up and going. Bottom line, Eagles beat the Commanders last night 26-18. And what a great, awesome, show you something turnaround for the Eagles. It felt like Nick Sirianni might not survive the year when they got off to that 2-2 start. Don't forget, the Eagles last year were 10-1, and they went full-on Jaguar at the end of the year. Just bombed out down the stretch. Got blown out in their playoff game. Came back this year, were sketch out the gate. They were 2-2, and now, lo and behold, they've won 6 straight. And they're winning these games that are yet to be decided in the fourth quarter. That's good charm to have for sure as you head into the season. I'm looking at the college football landscape this week, and the big news out of Gainesville is the reports are that DJ Lagway will play. So obviously that hamstring injury suffered here in Jacksonville wasn't the season ender that it looked like when it happened. It suddenly makes Florida relevant when it comes to the outcome of their game against LSU. Gators sit at 4-5. They've got to go 2-1 in their last 3 to become bowl eligible. We begin our series of a countdown to the Gator Bowl by welcoming in the executive director Greg McGarity and this year's chairman, Andy King. So they will join us on Fridays here on the home stretch. We'll keep an eye on both the playoff rankings, the effect of the trickle down on the bowl system, and what the Gator Bowl has in their sights. You know, you have your best case scenario. I was thinking this, the namesake of the bowl, although they're not named after the Florida Gators. Florida has not been in the Gator Bowl much in the last 30, 40 years. And the reason is this. They're either too good or too bad. Like Florida either has a season that's too good, they end up slotted in a New Year's Day bowl, or you know, one with that has a pick higher than the Gator Bowl's selection, or they've just been bowl ineligible. And I don't know, it'd be interesting here. First crack at the boys from the Gator Bowl. I would imagine 6-6 Florida would be attractive, right? Be coming off a win over FSU. If you're 6-6, you'd be, you know, on the upswing. There would be some excitement around the game, and I think it would be a good seller. So I'm wearing a hat today, ET, that would be an interesting Gator Bowl. What about Florida, Georgia Tech?
I don't really care about Georgia
You don't
Tech
care
right now.
Yeah, I know you don't. You should, though. You should respect your elders.
Right?
2 years. 2
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. They took a cane to the Canes, didn't they? Hey, anyway, look, listen, this is my first foray into bowl projection as well. So we'll let the experts be our guide when we welcome those dudes in I believe it's 9 o'clock hour. We're going to do a countdown to the Gator Bowl each and every Friday here for the next 6 weeks or so. Get you set up in a good position. So Lagway will play in Gainesville. We'll see, a 3:30 kick. I said this earlier to Hick. For a team that has struggled as much as it has, Florida has still been fortunate to be in some limelight positions. Now, look, you want to either play good or win the games if you're growing the brand. But, man, it seems like every game's either in prime time or on ABC. And this week, it's the ABC 3:30 game. LSU comes to town. Tigers on a little win streak. They've won 5 or 6 in a row against Florida. Overall, it's been a very even series through the years. I wonder about LSU's mindset, where their headspace is right now. They've gotten beaten in back-to-back weeks by rivals, and it's losses that have knocked them out of any kind of championship goals picture. They will not make the playoff. They're not going to advance to the SEC title game. But nonetheless, this has been a really good rivalry through the years, especially when both teams were humming. There was a period there, mostly when it was Urban and the grass eater Les Miles. But LSU, Florida tomorrow, and with DJ Lagway back, gives Gator fan a reason to turn the TV on. Georgia, Tennessee's the big one in the SEC. We'll talk more about that game as we move through the morning as well. All right, I'm going to take you inside the coordinator's room with the guys that are drawing up the offensive and defensive schemes for this weekend have to say about a tough matchup at the Lions. The Lions, the biggest favorites they've been, according to Vegas, since Jacksonville came to town in the expansion year of 1995. Oof. It's a GFL Friday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's just the Jags and the NFL.
That's all I ever think about.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today.
Exactly.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studio.
Let's do this, shall we?
10 to noon on
1010XL.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
I've been telling you about the premium luxury storage that's coming in Atlantic Beach. Spots are open now for purchase. Need to get in on this. What are the reasons for purchasing a unit here at the Shed? Well, there are plenty of them. Who's it for? Well, if you're running out of room at home for your cars, toys, extras, it's a place where you can store and work on projects. You got large RV, fifth wheels. You want premier indoor storage for your investment. Maybe you don't live locally, have a place to keep your Florida things. Maybe you're between houses, looking to move to Atlantic Beach, temporary, long-term storage in that manner. Maybe you got long-term projects going on. You want to leave parts out, do frame-up, restorations. Maybe it's a man cave hangout, watch games, have a golf simulator. Business owners, I mean, the uses are endless. Premium uses with premium storage for premium possessions to be valued and protected. Go to theshed.com and schedule your appointment today or call 555-3195. It's theshedjacks.com. That's theshedjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here. This November, Nimnik Buick GMC is honoring the brave men and women who have served our country. Nimnik is proud to announce their partnership with K9s for Warriors. With every vehicle purchased, you're helping provide highly trained service dogs for military veterans and supporting the K9s for Warriors mission. And this month, Nimnik Buick GMC is offering a $500 military appreciation discount on select new Buick and GMC models. So who makes your purchase go further for veterans? Nobody but Nimnik. Shop 24/7 at NimnikBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Pre-Game Friday
Built by Dream Finders Homes.
on 1010XL.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
It's a Monday morning must.
We actually found it!
Yes. Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the drill on 1010XL.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey folks, Captain Kevin Favor here with a question. What would you put in your dream backyard paradise? A cozy fire pit? A top-notch outdoor kitchen? A luxurious fireplace? Or a stylish pergola? If you can dream it, CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can build it. They're your one-stop shop for everything you need, from designing and building your dream outdoor kitchen to crafting the perfect fireplace. CSS is ready to turn your outdoor space into a breathtaking retreat. CSS has delivered high-quality, long-lasting dream projects to their customers since 2008. But now, it's time for them to build your dream. Call CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living today, 904-389-2700, or visit CSSOutdoor.com to see their impressive work. Don't miss out. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living, 904-389-2700.
You dream it.
is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Captain Kevin Favor's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
Nothing like hanging up the gone fishing sign. I love my job. I do. I think we're so lucky to have the job we have. I'm not sure if I had a second career. I wouldn't want to do what old Captain Kev does. You know what that is, gang? You know what Captain Kev does? Y'all ready? You know what he does? Catches fish. I mean, we get all fish. You got to catch. It just seems, Kev, I haven't been out on the water. Good morning, friend. It seems like it's like perfect conditions. Is it living to that?
It has been. I mean, today's going to be a little rough. We had that cold front come through last night, and they're calling for 20 to 25 out of the north, which is that's a tough win. We've been doing this long enough that due north and due south when you're having an inshore trip. Just makes it tough, but we'll be able to. But there's plenty of fish. That's the cool thing. We're not hand tied to go into the inlet or up in the creeks or any place like that. So I'm very confident that I can find fish and get out of the wind, because it is the fishing right now is just fantastic. Just like what you said, with the temperatures we've had, the water temperature is still 75, 76 degrees. Now it's going to drop a little bit with this cold front, but I expect to have a good day. Absolutely, it's been a good week.
Well, it's one, like you said, it's one of those times you feel like you can do, whatever your favorite fishing is. It's a good time to do it, right? You like to fish the creeks, good. You like to surf fish, good. You have all kinds of different, and you can target probably a pretty wide variety of fishery this time of year compared to other times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I sent a text to my buddy Captain Kirk Walsh yesterday, and I said, "Hey man, how's your week been?" And the only thing he did, he sent me a picture of a cooler full of sheep's head.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my God.
There's your answer.
Yeah, there's your answer. No text, no nothing, just a picture. I was like, wow. Okay.
One of my son's friends has really gotten into fishing a lot, and I don't know if what they like the pictures my son was showing me yesterday are all from one day's of fishing, but I mean he had a trout, a sheep's head, a drum, a redfish, and it seemed like that was all from the same day. I don't know. I heard a cool story from Matt Every I want to share with you. I'm sure you've seen something like this, and I want to get you to tell me, one of your oddest sights out on the waters, back in the creeks through the years. I'm sure there's a ton, and it can't be the big Russian bears swimming it in. We know that one. That's a good one.
Right, right. Okay.
So I'm playing with Matt. I'm playing golf with Matt Every at Pablo this week. So the creeks go back in there, and he tells me a story. He goes, man, I got the coolest thing to tell you. We walk up on a tee. He goes, I was playing out here one Saturday morning. It's the first one off. It's early in the morning. And it's like the 10th or 11th hole. And I walk up on the tee, and that's, the creek. I don't know if you've ever been to Pablo, but the creeks and the marshes, they wind back through the edges of the course, right? And so he's standing on a tee box, and he goes, I just hear this commotion in the water. Like a spaceship's about to rise up out of it. It just took me by surprise, and he went and watched. But what he figured out was happening, and what he watched happen, the dolphin had come in, and they were trapping the redfish.
Yeah,
and but he said what was so amazing about it was the strategy. It wasn't just running in.
No, they help each other out.
I mean, they had them they would bottle, they would shepherd them in, and then he said just eat. I mean, these redfish are just getting eaten you think of dolphin as these little nice little peaceful deals, but he said it was aggressive, quite aggressive.
Yeah, no. It's extremely violent, and they are extremely smart. I've seen them, I've seen dolphins just do some crazy things. This is several years ago. Quick story. So I'm fishing the edge of the intercoastal, right?
Okay.
And my clients catch like a 22-inch redfish, and we're taking pictures of it, and all of a sudden this dolphin swims up to the boat, up on his tail, going, eh. I'm like, what in the hell is this thing doing? and he keeps like begging for, and I figured it out. He's begging for the redfish.
He saw you catch him. I want that, please.
Yeah, then I'm like, and they're like, no, give it to him. I mean, he's standing on his tail, like Marine Land, right?
Yeah.
So I toss it to him, and he catches it, and he swims off. I'll be like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I noticed that he had his dorsal fin was like in half.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm telling the story on the outdoor show that following Saturday, and Kirk's like, "You got to be kidding me, right?" I'm like, "No, why?" He goes, "That dolphin was at the Mayport jetties, going from boat to boat to boat, begging for fish."
Wow.
And the way we knew is because we identified him from his dorsal fin.
Yeah, it's look. I mean, at the end of the day, that dolphin's smarter than every other dolphin. He's figured out what you were doing. How to ask for it. That's like dog stuff there.
Hey, that's Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
All right, that's Caesar. You better watch out. Planet of the Dolphins is coming, Kev.
Hey, I wouldn't, if there was any of them that were going to do it, they're smart enough to do it.
All right, best bet this weekend then? I mean, you said the weather's going to change a little bit.
You're going to have to stay inshore. I know the guys are itching to get offshore and go wahoo fishing. That maybe look at Monday if you, because that's the window I see, Monday or Tuesday, maybe to get offshore. But yeah, this weekend, anything you want to do inshore, anything.
Okay.
Buy fiddlers, buy shrimp. On the high tide, go sheep's head fishing and trout fishing. On the low tide, go black drum fishing and red fishing. Yes.
Wow. Well, that sounds great. And good luck to everybody that gets out on the water. Outdoor show tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be there. It's going to be fun.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Kev. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend.
All right. There he goes. Captain Kevin Favor. That's on the Wiggle Wiggle, the Garber Automobile hotline. I saw something yesterday. I got a great sound clip for y'all, man. You're welcome. This is what we do. We'll get there in just a second. It's tied to the following observation. I didn't like seeing what I saw yesterday in the Tyson-Jake Paul press conference. I've seen, boxing is real. Real boxing is real. Real UFC is real. You see guys that don't like each other when you have near fisticuffs, if not fisticuffs, in the pregame press conference, the weigh-in. You can tell when it's real and when it's not, right, E? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you can tell.
Sometimes you see, man, their boots flying and people are going at it, man. That there's real hate there. And then you get the manufactured press conference tiff. Mike Tyson has slapped himself harder than he slapped Jake Paul yesterday.
The trainer slapped Big John Henderson harder than that.
The trainer slapped Big John Henderson here in Jacksonville without embellishment harder than Mike Tyson bowed up and slapped Jake Paul yesterday, and the hordes of people came in and restrained the combatants. I don't like it. Tells me this whole thing is going to be fake. And I don't want that. Listen, I will give him credit for this. If it's a TV show, it's on the right network, right? Nobody's selling us $150 pay-per-view for this thing. They're going to put it on Netflix and you be the judge. I think in a real world, if it wasn't fake, I don't care if he's 27. I don't think a 27-year-old amateur fighter can beat one of the best heavyweights of all time, even if he's 58. I don't believe that. I believe if Jake Paul wins the fight, it was fixed. I believe that. That's where I've settled. Is that too broad, E?
I'm right there with you.
If Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, then the fight was fixed. I don't care if he's 58. He's in good enough shape to knock Jake Paul to Mars in 30 seconds. If he wanted to. If Mike Tyson came out like that was Trevor freaking Berbick, Jake Paul would be in the hospital by about midnight Eastern. I believe that. And y'all that ain't seen Mike Tyson and all you know is this persona that he's become, a hangover actor. Y'all don't know what Mike Tyson was, and I know it was a long time ago, and that certainly is by far the biggest question. The Mike Tyson that destroyed humanity was the 80s, early 90s. And really for 30 years, Tyson hasn't been relevant as the baddest on the planet. But for a while he was. And I would think for 2 minutes against some snot-nosed YouTube punk, Jake Paul cannot have learned enough about boxing, no matter how skilled he is, to beat a former heavyweight champion of the world. Except for that 58. Dude, if he was 48, it would be a point of discussion. 58 years old. Guess who's 57? Your boy. Never, ever, ever try to position myself as some, top athlete, but you think that the difference in performance and ability and strength and endurance is the same at 58 as 30, then, man, I got swampland for you right out here on the west side. I'll give it to you. Mike's always Mike. So now you're welcome on this one. So there's this little social media interviewer. I say little, her name's Jazzy. She's been doing it, she was like 10 years old. Those little kids, they go in the locker room, they do the interviews with the stars of the galaxy. And so now she's 14 and she's covering the fight for her Jazzy channel. And she has this conversation with Mike Tyson. And this is like a baby dove ready to fly into the world. Mike Tyson grabs it and rips its head off. She approached this like a baby dove, ready to be enlightened to the truth of such things as legacy and history and future success. And Mike treated her like the burnt end of a cigar. Just put it right out in the ashtray. You'll hear what you're going to know. I think you may at one point chuckle out loud. Like, dang, Mike, give her some hope.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego.
Okay.
Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
Oh, wow.
Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Enjoy life, kid. Come back in here. I'll tell you what else is dead. Dust, no legacy. Messrs. Press Taylor and Ryan Nielsen. Hear from them and a football fix next on the GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. There's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Denny Thompson here. They're still growing. Tyson Sound & Security is looking to hire a master electrician. Are you or someone you know a master electrician with residential experience? Candidate will start at the industry's most competitive pay. Apply online at TysonSoundAndSecurity.com or call to apply 762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security hiring a master electrician offering top-notch industry pay. Call to apply 762-1000. Equal opportunity employer.
Imagine driving a late model car of your dreams at a fraction of the original sticker price. For the very best in low mileage cars in Jacksonville, visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom. All luxury cars are serviced and inspected, many with a certified warranty. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance painting. Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
If your favorite colors are orange and green, stay close to South Beach this season.
Your source for weekly Canes news and nuggets on 1010XL is the Hurricane Report.
Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve on 1010XL.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You gotta just love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter most. Families, homes, the holidays, and of course football. They're very grateful for you all, the good people of Jacksonville, and they want to thank you. So get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res, fill it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
This is David with Royal Pest Services. Join us Friday, November 15th from 12 to 2 with Helmets and Heels at Tony D's for our customer appreciation.
And there'll be free slices for you guys.
Tony, you've been down here long enough. It's y'all.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson is clear on the offensive options for Mac Jones' success.
You're going to have success early. Move your quarterback, right? Get some easy throws on the perimeter, get some quick passing game going. And then, two, I think the play action pass, stretch the field a little bit, and if it's not there, dump it off.
Jag OC Press Taylor is looking to put quarterback Mac Jones in comfortable offensive plays for his second start of the season.
There was a lot of good that you want to continue to build upon and things like that you know you recognize Mac's really comfortable with, or Mac sees really well throughout the course of the game.
Brian Nielsen, the Jags defensive coordinator, remarked on the need for the defense to have fewer snaps.
We don't want to be on the field. We got to do a better job getting off on third down, those type of things, tackling a little bit better.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I've never really understood completely how they put together the college version of the passer rating. The passer rating is different in college than it is in the NFL. Like the NFL, you max out at whatever that number is, 158 or something to that effect. And then when you get to the college game, it like shoots up, can be as high as like 200. It feels like. I say this because Florida hosts LSU this weekend. They've got DJ Lagway apparently back at starting quarterback. And so that 4.5 point spread, 4 point spread stays where it is. Seems awfully low for this matchup, but we'll see. I'm concerned that they let it get away from them in Texas, and they won't be able to just get it back. And by that, I mean that defensive intensity and the way they have been playing the last really 3 or 4 weeks. They offered little resistance to Texas. Getting Lagway back, you know what? I was thinking about this in terms of DJ Lagway. I don't know what this, mystical it factor is. We use that in sports, don't we? He's got that it factor. I don't know how you apply it, what it means exactly. I think part of the it factor is the team performs better than maybe your stats are. DJ Lagway has only thrown for barely 1,000 yards. He's got 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's been mobile, but not really a dual threat, explosive athlete. 37 carries, 114 yards. That's 3 yards a pop, and he's scored no touchdowns on the ground. So, this notion that he's like an explosive dual threat quarterback, you wouldn't have no touchdowns running, especially as a freshman. If he was an explosive dual threat quarterback who could go the distance at any point, he'd be running more. In my mind, again, he's a terrific player, plenty mobile enough, and he will have long runs certainly in his career. But the fact that this is a football team that has just lost to Texas by 1 million and is hosting LSU this weekend, and they're only a 4-point dog, there's some it involved there, it would seem. Because Lagway, just by his stats alone, is not the kind of entity that would reshape a football game. He completes, about 60% of his passes. Again, 6 touchdowns, 5 picks. But, man, he hit some big ones. Like that Kentucky game where he completed like 8 passes for 280 yards or something. Just silly. Anyway, Florida LSU tomorrow. The big game in the SEC is Tennessee Georgia. That's another one where the spread's kind of weird. 9.5 Georgia's favored. Here's where I'd be concerned if I were a Georgia fan. And I know Carson Beck has taken a lion's share of the criticism, but that O-line hadn't been a Georgia quote-unquote O-line either. And Beck has been hurried and hassled. He's been sacked probably 15 times this year. Tennessee leads the SEC for sure, maybe the nation in sacks and pressures. That could be a difference-making matchup in that game. We shall see. The Tennessee quarterback's status up in the air in the concussion protocol. That feels like they got no chance. And I would say this about Georgia. It feels like Georgia's waiting for an explosion game. But I felt like that about Georgia other times this year, and it's not come. So, and the schedule may have something to do with that. So there's that. All right, Jags on the road. I mentioned before, Detroit is the biggest favorite they've been since the expansion Jaguars went to Detroit in 1995. Part of that is on Detroit and how good they've gotten. A bigger part is on the Jags and how terrible they are. Among that, a defense that's going to have to stop Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff and David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Got to stop all them. Yeah, sure they are. Here's Ryan Nielsen, defensive coordinator.
Complete group. They're playing at a high level. Very efficient. Quarterback play is fantastic. He's doing a really good job knowing where to go to the ball, getting the ball out. And then the runners are some of the top in the league right now. Like both guys are doing a really good job. Offensive line, just the way they're playing, they're operating. That you can group that's been together and operating at a high level. And so we've definitely got a really good test. We got to go out there. We got to execute, play our game.
Yeah, the Jaguars game is don't do anything until there's like middle of the third quarter. It seems like it's been that way, right? The first quarter start. They keep telling us over and over what they can, will, should do, and week after week after week, it's a blank on the scoreboard in the first quarter. And it's just pitiful offensive production. And certainly you could put together 11 professional football players and coach them good enough to do better than they have. I mean, it's just impossible to be satisfied with any part of this organization. Players' execution, coaches' pukey playbook and game plan, and a front office that lucks its way into a hit here or there, but overall is getting lapped by the league, especially the teams that were positioned in similar spots as the Jags. Chargers have bounced back pretty good. How we doing? Anyway, yeah, sure. We're going to get it figured out this week in the first quarter, huh? On the road at Detroit? Yeah, sure we are, Press Taylor.
Yeah, we've tried a number of different things just in terms of, how we're approaching whether that opening script or the first third down or the ranking of things early on in certain situations that come up, to the way we do a Saturday night walkthrough to make sure we're prepped on everything that could possibly come up, what we're showing, things like that. So we're continuing to search.
All right, there's your Jags. They go on the road, 13.5, 14-point dogs, depending on where you look. It's an embarrassing number to be an underdog in the NFL. It's been 30 years since the Lions have been favored that much, and I know they've been terrible a lot of that time too, but that's an abject embarrassment. It's just another black mark, another black eye for this noxious plume of unproductive smoke that emanates from our football franchise year after year after year. New stadiums, new players, new this, new that, same old, 2-8 and 13.5-point underdogs. Wow. Take a bow, boys. And then stay there. Fire the band. We got a football fix. Let's talk about real football teams. Good ones. Well-coached, hard-trying, alpha men. Eagles, Commanders. NFC East. Big, bold battle. Dan Quinn blew it. You can't really blame him anymore. Every coach in the NFL has gone full-on Dumbo pill. They take a big blue Dumbo pill before every game. And the primary effects of the pill are this. It's a game where points win, so don't ever get any. Here's the situation. Commanders have battled the Eagles toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose. And by the way, the Eagles' kicker is in the tank. He can't hit anything. He's missed 2 field goals. He's missed an extra point. It's 12-10. There's 8 minutes to go in the game. You've driven it down inside the Eagles' 30, and on 4th and 2, why would you kick the field goal and take a lead? I mean, who wants a lead on the road in the fourth quarter? Not Dan Quinn. Nope. Dealer got to him with the dum-dum pill, and he took it. The rest, as they say, is history. Lost every bit of momentum and chance they had in the game. Eagles tacked on a couple late, and there's old Dan Quinn leaving 3 points and a lead on the board with some ridiculous explanation on why they did it. Bills are hoping Amari Cooper is back when they have their big matchup with the Chiefs this weekend. Cooper says he's optimistic. And you see these rumblings up there in Bearland that the players themselves are starting to turn on Caleb Williams a little bit?
I hear the rumblings.
Like the Tyler Badgett they want to play?
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oof. Told you yesterday the scouting combine is going to stay in Indy through 26. They can have it. And the other big game this weekend, Ravens-Steelers. Lamar lost to explain why he struggled so bad against Pittsburgh. Here's a quick, tutorial on that. A lot of people do. A lot of quarterbacks do. The Steelers never have a losing record. So there's that. That Eagles game, by the way, finished 26-18 for gambling purposes. All right, that's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers, your assurance agent. And the home course, the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. Best deal in golf. Tee it high and let it fly at the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. It's a GFL Friday. Hicken and Rival more coming your way next. Got a lot of college football talk today. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a master at recon. Ace Carline takes you behind enemy lines on 1010XL.
What's your position?
That's top secret. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Cigar smokers, Cigars International Superstore is now open at the Town Center, a massive 6,200 square foot space with over 600 cigar brands, a full-service bar, indoor and outdoor lounges with flat-screen TVs. Grand opening event this Saturday with live music, raffles, and specials. Enjoy $5 off a $25 purchase or more. Just mention code RadioXL at checkout. Don't miss the new Cigars International Superstore grand opening at the Town Center this Saturday.
At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here as your hometown Mazda dealer. Their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new car purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Plan. Visit Hodges Mazda online at HodgesMazda.com or stop in today during Mazda's A Season to Move You event and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialist for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialist take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Every Friday night in every town in America, communities come together for a time-honored tradition.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Fellas, what's good? It's your boy E to the T, and I'm going to keep it real with you. We could all benefit from a little something extra in the bedroom, and Blue Chew can help with that. What is Blue Chew, you ask? It's a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. It's all online. Not even your nosy neighbors will know. No doctor's visits, no trips to the pharmacy. And their licensed medical providers work with you to provide the right ingredients and strengths for your prescription. And remember, it's chewable. It's just like popping a Mentos. Now you're asking, how do I get Blue Chew? And I'm going to hook you up with that for the free ski. Just pay $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and enter my promo code 1010XL and turn that oh no into an oh yeah. That's promo code 1010XL. Let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew for free. That way, you can get your confidence back. Visit BlueChew.com.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Packer here, and last Saturday was awesome. Thanks to everyone who came out to my Countdown to 100 Awaken 180 watch party. The wings were flying, beers were being thrown down, and this guy didn't gain a pound back. I had reached my goal of 100 pounds and took a couple of weeks off. What did I find during my weigh-in last week? I actually lost more weight, officially down 110 pounds now. Had a birthday trip, watch party, celebrations, you name it, and I'm down 110 pounds. I weigh now 207. Yeah, 207 when I was close to 320 just 8 months ago. With Awaken 180, I've got the ultimate life back, losing weight while living it up. It's like cheating the system, but it's all legit. If you're ready to get your health back, join the Awaken 180 movement. Call 844-346-1800 or hit up awaken180weightloss.com. This isn't a diet, it's leveling up your life. Hack her out, because I'm keeping it real and light.
Hey, it's Linda Beaver. Whether you're new to the area or a longtime resident, you deserve the best and shouldn't settle when buying or servicing your car. At Beaver Chevrolet, we have built our reputation on trust. You can trust us to provide the best prices, the best selection, and the best experience. You can trust me. Your neighbors can trust me. Your family can trust me. We will not let you down. Come see us at Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville to let our family take care of yours. Trust me, we're here to wow you.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park Airport Parking. Good news for Florida football, as freshman quarterback DJ Lagway is expected to play against LSU tomorrow, says head coach Billy Napier.
Just general knowledge and ability to throw the ball, I think, could be great for the Gators.
It's business as usual for Florida men's basketball when they face FSU this evening. Head coach Todd Golden continues to avoid comment on the allegations that have been made against him.
I'm not going to comment on absolutely anything in regards to the investigation with respect to the process.
High school football playoffs get underway this evening with several games. Mandarin plays Oakley. Bishop Kenny will host Baker County at 7, a game you can hear live on 1010XL 92.5. Bowles will face Taylor County. Hear that game live on 1010XL AM. Kickoff is at 7:30. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:02 and it's 58 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Barra, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday.
You know it! Sweet Friday! Hey! Ho! Hey, ho!
Yeah.
Look at her. Go, Friday, go!
Friday likes the school weather. She'll be having those, got those knee-high boots coming soon, E.
I don't like the way Friday be putting all those clothes on in this cold weather.
Mark it down, guys.
She'll.
Friday, November 15th. The oven's off. Woo!
Give me some of those sexy boots. It's coming.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind the sexy.
Yeah. They're going to get you through. Keep you warm in the winter.
One more time! We got to get it in before darkness comes.
Oh, boy.
Because it's coming.
Yeah, you're right. Darkness.
Although something happened yesterday that almost made me drive off the road and my boy Blue.
Uh-oh. Oh, what you got?
Hey!
Oh.
Oh! We did it twice. I like that.
Yeah. It's getting crazy.
So I was driving
along.
along.
Paying copyright for this bad boy before we
I had some time to ponder yesterday.
Pondering?
Yeah.
Pondering often leads to proclamations.
I like to call it Christian ponder.
Okay. Oh.
I was thinking about the meaning of life.
I think Christian pondering is better than Christian ponder.
Okay. And I said, you know what I need? I need a little music.
Okay.
I've heard enough sports talk. I think who was it? I think it was Joe Coward said something that infuriated me. I just threw out a name.
That's friendly fire. He knows he can do that with Joe, and it won't create an international incident here at the station.
Email.
Right.
That damn Joe Coward. I met his uncle yesterday.
Yeah,
nice guy.
Uncle Bill.
Sam Coward?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's his nephew.
Is Sam in
his nephew.
town? Where does he live?
I don't know where Sam is. Hanging with Fred.
Fred Weary. He just went into Florida, Georgia this year, didn't he?
did.
Freddie? Freddie's around, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. No one knows.
I used to run into Freddie here or there. I haven't seen him in a while, Fred Weary.
So anyway, I said,
Shout us out.
I said to myself, I need a little music.
Okay.
Joe's annoyed me.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, Joe.
Let me go over to.
I've been working with Joe Coward since the University of Florida.
Let me go over to the Eagle.
I don't even know what that is.
96.1,
Oh, yeah.
the Eagle.
Oh, yeah, it's time for some. I know where this is going.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, that's nothing new. They started this a few years ago.
No.
Yes, November 1st.
No.
Bro, the day after, don't tell me.
No.
The day after Halloween, they've been running these Christmas
music
for 2 months. It's been for a few years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, now both of those
And by the
80s, both of those 80s rock kind of stations are 80s, like 96.1 and 102.9.
Yeah.
Both full-on Christmas carols.
You have to understand something.
Too early.
I love Christmas music.
Mm.
I love it. I couldn't do it. I said, why are they playing this Christmas song? And then I waited because I said, no, they didn't do that. And sure enough, 96.1 the Eagle. So I may have to go back to the Zoo Crew or something. I don't know if I need my music. You know, I got country stations, and then I got my Christian station that I listen to. So.
That's where I've been hanging out. I need it.
Yeah, I got to get that. I got to get that stink off me after I come in here and sin through 3 hours. But anyway, it's good to be here. And it's a football Friday. This is the high point of the weekend, though, people. Right now.
Hello, Darkness, my old friend.
Coming.
DJ Jazzy E.T.
Yes.
Can do a nice mix. Here's what I want on Monday after we lose again.
Yes.
Let's do the mix. Start with the Friday, and then bring it right into Hello, Darkness.
Oh,
dang.
However you want to do it, E.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this.
So don't do that.
No. No.
Oh, my bad.
Kool-Aid. Let's go. All I want for Christmas, Jeff. All I want for Christmas is weed.
Y'all introduced me to that last year.
Hey, is that Lil or is that Young?
No, that's Lil.
Okay.
Lil.
I knew it was one or the other. I knew it was Lil or Young. I know that. So anyway, so that was that threw me for a loop, man. I had to check the calendar. I said, wait a minute, it's November 14th. I got to get through Thanksgiving. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Black Friday. Hit me hard with Christmas songs.
Yeah, it's too early.
I love Christmas.
It's too early. It doesn't. Here's why, and I don't understand why they do it.
Well, their studies must tell them that people enjoy it, and if they do, God bless them. It's
in
fine.
today's day and age, though, Hick, of like playlists, you can get all your music online and stuff. You don't even need Christmas carols anymore. You can pull them up anytime you want. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't listen to those stations, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't believe in the word legacy.
Thank you. Poor Mike, man.
Poor Mike.
Yeah.
Poor sweet young lady.
I mean, poor girl. That's what I meant.
What?
It's not her first rodeo. She's been
Mr.
around. She's interviewed him before, even.
Gosh.
But he basically took this little girl full of awe and wonderment and told her, we're all dust. Life sucks, kid.
Yeah.
See what he said? Thanks, Mike. That was great.
Jeez.
Life sucks. We're all going to die.
We're all gonna
Okay,
die.
well,
It's
thank you,
dust.
Mr. Tyson.
Yeah, well, thank you for your perspective.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, Lord. Good gracious.
I have an overwhelming negative feeling that corresponds with positive, and I'm going to do it. I don't like doing it in the 5-pack. We've stayed away from this forever. We rarely bank against who you want to win, especially when it's dear and dear to your heart.
Yeah.
I don't know why in the hell anyone thinks Florida with DJ Lagway is going to stay within 4 points of LSU.
You ain't the only
They
one.
haven't beaten a good team all year.
It's on the list, buddy. It's on the list.
They haven't beaten a good team all year. They beat a bunch of pansies.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Well, we're gonna beat LSU because you stayed within 1 at Tennessee.
I just got to believe that you and I, you don't have a losing record. You might.
No, I'm a little bit over. I'm 1 or 2 over. I went 1-4 last week.
But I have been terrible at picking, so that's good news for the Gators.
Yeah,
I'm hoping Vegas whoops me again on that one.
Well, if you don't pick them first, I'm taking them because I don't understand at all. This is I don't know why you wouldn't put a whole lot of money on -4.
I have a I know.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand the line. But that's good. Maybe it'll
might be time to get a stack.
Oh, big stacks?
Yes.
On deck.
Stacks. I'm telling you. I've got a new I learned something about the English language last night.
Oh, always learning.
And I want and if you try it when it comes to football, I promise you it will work. Okay? because there's two words that I did not know were synonyms. Jeff, can you tell me what a synonym
are
is?
two words that mean the same thing, even though they're different words.
Yes. Yes, and I learned this last night.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
The word aggressive is synonymous with stupid.
Well, it can
If
seem
you
that way.
take anytime someone says aggressive and put the word stupid in, it will fit perfectly.
Oh, wow.
Trust me on this. I heard it last night again, and I've been thinking about it for a while. And as I watched it unfold before my eyes on live television, and you, Jeff Prosser, tell me what a great coach this Dan Quinn is, I thought, boy, that's stupid.
Hold on a second.
And
Can
then-
you just tell your story without including me? I don't tell you any such thing.
You tell me all.
He's
all
a
this-
good coach.
What a great coach.
You'd be an idiot
Second
to say
chance.
that he's not.
He's stupid.
He's 7. They all are, though. Except
So-
Andy Reid is the only non-stupid coach in the league. He's the only one.
Dan, come on in. This is the fraternity party. Dan, come on over here. Have you met Nick? This is Coach Sirianni. This is Coach Peterson. And this is Coach Staley. Well, former Coach Staley.
Well, and
Sit down and
it's
hang out
all
with
of
these
them.
guys.
Put them all in there. McCarthy,
Holy
Shanahan,
cow.
they all do it. It's just so dumb.
It's 12-10. Washington's going down the field in Philly in the fourth quarter, ready to take the lead. They get stuffed on a 2nd and 1, lose a half a yard. It's 4th and 2. And Dan says, we're going to be aggressive. No.
You're
We're going to be stupid.
Especially this.
Chris Cosmer said, well, if Coach Quinn there was being aggressive. No, Chris, Coach Quinn was being stupid.
Yeah. That's true. That's 100%
It's
true.
13-12
You
when
take
you
the lead.
kick it.
Yeah.
The Philly kicker can't make anything.
Yeah, he's on tilt.
He's on tilt.
Yeah. I
That was mind-boggling.
That was it's the lead this morning, Dan. Again, nerds, man. There's something going on. This is not rational thought.
That was a stunner.
Again, the two that are killing me
Yeah.
are where you don't take those 3 points that you're going to need. I promise you, if you just kick that field goal, you have the ball with a chance to win in the fourth quarter.
Imagine if the Eagle was actually 96.9.
Yeah, no, it's a different one. I didn't want to get into all that.
I'm sorry. It's not,
Yeah, I don't deal with competitors.
the boys.
They're all
Thank you.
0.0 to me.
All of them are correcting me. I
they're
guess
all
I've
over.
made
Yeah,
a
they're all
terrible
over.
mistake.
By the way, the line now down to 3.5 on Hard Rock due to the DJ Lagway news. So
I'm not calling
there you
anybody out. My point was that there's Christmas music out there if you want to find it. 96.1.
Whatever. They're all over the place. I'm not
I
ready.
think 96.9 is the Eagle. 96.1
That's
is
correct. Yeah.
is
I knew
the
all that.
Albatross.
Yeah, it's the light 96.1.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I also threw in the Morning Zoo Crew, and you didn't stop me on that.
The
that
Zoo
was
Cruise,
years ago.
I don't think they exist anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the Big Ape even does anymore. They still pop music, I guess. I don't know who any of that is.
The only thing I do know is we have a Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends
Some
at Dream
say
Finders
it sets the narrative
It sets the
citywide.
tone. This,
Uh-huh.
I hate to do this on a Friday. I don't want to. So I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
But the Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day does need a little musical accompaniment.
Okay. Okay.
And it needs
Christmas music?
No.
Okay.
It needs Hello Darkness.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
What?
It does.
Oh, Friday, bro?
Well, for this specific time, and we'll get out of it. We'll be back. But for right here, right now, this Dream Finders Homes poll question brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, official home builder. By the way, the Jaguars, the Gators, the PGA Tour, they do a terrific job. But we are previewing Sunday. So, if you don't mind, please. Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day.
Give you the instrumental.
Thank you. What has the best chance of happening Sunday? You guys ready to play?
I'm ready, yeah.
Jags lose by 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
I think that's
very likely
the line, right?
Yes, 13.5 last I saw, unless it's ballooned even further. And by the way, I'd lay that.
The Lions score at least 40.
I will say this. Now, granted, there's no Trevor.
Yeah.
But we thought the same thing about going to Philly. That was the one they were going to beat us 38-3. So
BTJ, here's a positive. Plus 5 catches. Of course, you'd have to target him 5 times.
I don't see that happening.
Or, I like this, no sacks on Goff.
Nah, they don't get a sack. I don't know. That should be last. We get one of those a game.
Lions are pretty good on the O-line.
Yeah, one a game, I think we'll,
Okay. So your choice, please.
They're losing. What was the second one?
Lions score at least 40.
What was the third one?
BTJ 5+ catches.
It's one by a mile for me.
Jags was by 2 touchdowns. E?
Oh, man.
That's by far the most likely of all those outcomes to me.
I think I'm not going to go
Hello,
with what
darkness,
Jeff
my old friend.
went with. I'm going to go with BTJ.
That's going to be optimism. We need an optimist in the room.
Thank you, E.
I think he'll get some.
Hadn't had 5 catches, I don't know, all year, but
He'll get some quick.
has he had a game
targets.
with 5 catches this season? Oh, wow, what? He may have. He may have had a 6 catcher. He had the 100-yard game, right? This
This is great.
I can't do this no more, man.
We deserve it.
It's Friday, man.
It is Friday.
Yeah, that was,
Right now, the leader in the clubhouse, the Lions score at least 40, 44.3. Jags lose by 2 touchdowns, 40.2. That's 84% feel the darkness.
The number one?
E is with 6.5.
Yeah,
He's with Coach Sirianni, Coach Quinn, Coach Peters.
He had 5. Brian Thomas Jr. had 5 for 89 against New England.
Uh-huh.
He had 5 for 122 against the Colts.
Yeah.
He had 6 for 86 against Houston. He had 5 for 48 against Buffalo.
I would suggest to you that if he has 5 catches, it'll be for about 36 yards.
After what I saw last
Sunday.
week, after what I saw last week, I don't think that Mac Jones can hit a receiver 5 times in 60 minutes.
Oh, boy.
I was really disappointed in Mac's play.
Well, hopefully he plays better this week.
Yeah.
For a limited time on select move-ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes offering a 2.99% year one rate. That's right. You may not think you're able to afford one of those beautiful Dreamfinders homes. Think again.
Oh.
They're in 15 different locations. Check them out. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. They'll help you navigate your home purchase. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. You'll thank me later. One other thing before we go to break. I very rarely agree with this former athlete, but I thought he had a great point yesterday, and I'm kind of proud of myself because I like to go look at people with open minds. That's how I am. I'm an open-minded guy. When you say that, E, about me, I don't ask Jeff that because I don't know what he'll say.
Yes, I would say.
Thank you, E.
You got to ask somebody that doesn't know you as well. That makes sense.
He knows me well. He feels me. His name is Cam Newton.
Cameron.
What about him?
I saw Cam Newton talking.
I know he's mad. I know what he's mad about. I know what the story is.
I don't even know if he's mad. He was hurt.
Oh.
I don't think he's hurt.
He said he was hurt.
I know it's what he said. He's mad.
Hurt.
His ego's bruised.
Yeah.
He's right, though.
He's right.
He's the only guy in the franchise.
So Cam Newton's talking about the Carolina Panthers. And he asked the guy, I don't know who the guy he was with was. He goes, let me ask you a question. Do you think I'll ever play in football again? And the guy's like, no. And then he asked another guy, do you think I'll ever play football again? He said, no. So they both said no. He goes, yeah, me either. He goes, but I'm not official. I'm never going to retire. I just don't want to. I don't want to, quote, officially retire. I don't need that. But I'm never playing. I'm done.
Well, then you'll never go into the Hall of Fame if that was your plan. So I'm doubt very seriously that Cam in the moment here will stick to that.
I'm sure he has to, quote, file paperwork or whatever. But anyway.
Well, then you're retired anyway. Okay. I don't think he needed to make that like a bargaining tool. The whole thing.
Basically, he said he was at the Carolina facility or whatever, and there's no pictures of Cam Newton in the entire facility.
Yeah.
Now, how is that possible, E?
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know, man.
He's right.
He won the MVP and took him to the Super Bowl.
Here's the difference, though, in the way things are taken.
Yeah.
Maybe have someone else make that argument for you. Right? I think, honestly, hey, no, there's nothing here. And you don't have to be public about it. It doesn't matter, whatever. It's not my facility.
Yeah. So anyway, I agreed with Cam on that. All right, we got a busy day today. A lot to do. By the way, did you see what Terry McLaurin did against Quinion Mitchell last night? Nothing.
Yeah, 1 for 10.
Ooh.
And he has, by the way, but we're happy with Thomas, so that doesn't matter.
I know.
We didn't, there'd be a lot of years, though, where this would be a fair, a fair commiseration. So let's come back with a 10-minute drill. We talk a lot of football today. We got the Whisper. We're also starting our countdown to the Gator Bowl. We'll have the executive director of the bowl, Greg McGarity, and the luncher himself, the world-famous luncher.
The luncher's coming in today?
I think so. The chairman, Andy King, will be in with him as well, I believe. Between King,
are we going to give Luncher airtime?
Here's the thing with Luncher. You also are a Luncher.
Yeah.
But these two dudes, each, not combined, do about 9 lunches a week in 5 days.
Yeah.
Right. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Let's come back. We'll get the 10-minute drill. Get some highlights from the sports world. The sure sign that the fix is on, and this is a fraudulent fight happened yesterday in the press conference. The most staged, phony aggression, quote unquote. What does that mean? Stupid. Next.
Aggressive. Did he say aggressive?
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Well, it's official, and it saddens both me and my good friend Emmanuel. The Jags are no longer in the hunt. They're not even close. They're in the cellar with a 1.5% chance of qualifying for the postseason. You're saying there's a chance. No, we're not. A 0.6% chance of winning the AFC South, and they're in the rest of 2025 category, meaning that there will be no football for them at the beginning of the new year. Yeah, that's all official. It's no longer. They're 32nd in total yards allowed, 27th in points. They are horrendous on the defensive side of the ball. They don't have Trevor Lawrence, and they're going to play the best team in the NFL, arguably, in the Detroit Lions. Yeah, that should go good. That's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, winner. Always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Bennies are incredible for their new employees. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, the offer's too good to pass up. Just go to liftpower.com. You'll see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work in Jacksonville for the past several years. It's rapidly growing. It's family-owned and operated. It's been around for more than 50 years. Screams stability. They want you to be part of the family. We'll take you. We'll lead you there. The rest is up to you. Go to liftpower.com. Go to liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Defense just stepping up and playing dominant.
A strong fence protects your yard like a stout defense protects the bank.
Number one takeaway defense.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Hey, make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball is in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer is early detection and prevention. Men, women, 45 is the new 50. So get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community free from colon cancer. All you got to do, go to BorlandGrooverFoundation.com to get all your information. That's BorlandGrooverFoundation.com.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bold City AC. We got the crew. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group, 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T with my book. And how do we get to week 11 already? If you're not signed up yet, get in on the action with my promo code 1010XL to double your first deposit. It's the best sign-up deposit bonus in the industry for Florida batters. This Sunday, the Jags travel to Detroit as the biggest underdogs of any team this week. 14 points. If you think the Lions can beat them by 2 touchdowns, then bet it. But that's a huge spread. I'll take Jacksonville with the points. The Ravens are playing in Pittsburgh as a 3-point road favorite with a 48-point over-under. I'm looking at a same-game parlay here, taking the Ravens and the under. Don't miss a great nightcap with Sunday Night Football. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to L.A. to play the Chargers. I'm betting the Chargers win by 3, covering the 2-point spread. My bookie still has the double deposit bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit up to $1,000. It's the best deposit in the industry. So sign up now using my promo code 1010XL and make yourself a winner with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Be happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you be treated when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. You know, I got my boy Blue, that beautiful blue Silverado from George Moore Chevrolet. Couldn't be any happier. But if you want a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, a truck like me, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. Just go to morechevy.com. It's real easy. They got all the vehicles, sales, service. What a service department they have over there. Parts, never been more easy to use. I'll tell you that again and again. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
This is Chelsea with Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Here's what people are saying about working with us.
Installers were professional, courteous, and efficient.
Great customer service. On time, explained the process, and walked me through the installation. Amazing team.
Our experience with Renewal by Anderson was outstanding from the beginning to end.
Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors.
Hunters Know Patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
It's a sale so big, it's been over 40 years in the making.
It's Beard's Diamond's incredible 44th anniversary sale. Everything store-wide is on sale, up to 44% off.
Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Sports concepts and rationalizations, we call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E tells me it's razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling them with this week, E?
Got a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Make sure you stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week, and they're conveniently located on Phillips Highway on the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road.
Yeah. Time to get off the... Listen, Nick Sirianni did some dumb things against the Jaguars, but he's got his club at 8-2. So,
this is a shocking turnaround, and you got to be impressed with that because, look, we can sit.
They were 10-1 last year, and they went belly up like we did. They were the okay. Here's what we were hoping: The Eagles are the NFC version of the Jaguars last year, except they squeezed into the playoffs because they were 10-1
And they
instead
got
of 8-3.
blown out.
And then they got hammered in Tampa, and they were done. Okay, and they limped in, and everybody was mad, and then Hurts is no good, and blah blah blah. And I'll tell you, who's a good GM is that Howie Roseman cat. He does a nice job, and he went and swooped in on Saquon Barkley, and that's made a big difference in there. And Washington did a good job bottling up Saquon, and then he hit 2 late long touchdown runs, and all of a sudden he had 26 for 146. He was like at 20, because I was watching, he was at like 22 for 71. It was like less, it was just over 3 yards a carry, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, 2 big plays, game over, Saquon difference maker, and that's when Hurts is at his best, when they can run the football and mix that in. And they have a very good offensive line. They've got Lane Johnson, been playing forever. They got that
It's
other.
the Jokel draft, by the way. That's the guy we could have had, Jokel.
Yeah.
That's Lane Johnson was 4th in that draft.
Yeah, he was the only good one.
Yeah.
The other guy was no good either. The
Fisher
Chiefs guy.
was better.
Yeah.
Better than Jokel, but yeah.
Yeah.
We
But-
couldn't take him anyway.
Yeah. We don't get Luke
Had to
back.
bury myself in the ditch over that one when I proclaimed no Mac Lyman's going to go number 1 overall.
And it happened.
Yeah.
Happened
it
right
did.
in front of our eyes. But anyway,
There
so
I am, laying in the ditch like a fool.
So give Philly credit because they have now rebounded much like we thought we would
Can I
do
add
this
the
year.
credit?
Yeah. Please.
Not only did they rebound, they took gut shots to start the year and didn't fold.
Yes.
This guy was getting fired.
Yes, you're
I mean,
right.
that's what we thought.
Yeah.
They were 2-2. They went to Tampa and lost by 17.
Yeah.
One of their 2 wins was a 3-pointer at New Orleans in the final seconds. They were hosting Cleveland. They were 2-2 on the year, and it was 13-13 with 8 minutes to go.
Oof.
Devontae Smith caught a bomb from Hurts. And they held on to beat the Browns 20-16, and they haven't lost since. So it's not just that that's what we wanted to do. No, if we can't handle adversity. We're weak. Weak of mind, weak of spirit. This entire organization is weak compared to the other men that play the game around the league. We fold. We give in.
Yeah.
We fail every time.
Yeah.
We fumbled in the 3rd quarter of the first game, and these guys couldn't respond. It literally, Peterson referenced it 7 weeks later,
Yeah, that was bad. He shouldn't have brought that up.
I mean, that's how feeble and weak we are. It's a gladiator sport, man. We're sitting a bunch of crocheters.
We're still having sleepless nights over that Miami fumble.
Gosh, man. So yeah, this is how we wanted to respond. But hey, if we had responded like the Eagles did, we would have just fallen out of the picture.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of how I look at things with Philadelphia. And it was a good win for them. And again, stupid by Dan Quinn, who kind of blew the game for his team. That one's on you. And look, I don't know that you would have won the game, but you would have taken the lead in the 4th quarter. Anything could happen. These guys cannot get over the fact there's nothing wrong with kicking a field goal, man.
And Andy Reid is the king of old school kicking. How does Peterson come from him and yet not bring the good traits?
I don't know. Also, the imagination would be nice.
We give all the credit, and most of it should go to Patrick Mahomes. But you know what else the Eagles, the Chiefs have had, and they use him, and he's the best in the league. Butker, the kicker.
Yeah.
They kick field goals. They've got to, because here's what else happens.
He's out for 4 weeks. By
I
the way.
know.
Yeah.
Here's what else happens, Dan. So now you're going to send your dude in to kick a 52-yarder to win the game with 4 seconds left when you've already screamed at him 3 times as well, we're not going to use you from 38. We're not going to use you from 42.
Right.
We're going to go for it.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to put it all on a kicker to hit a 52-yarder with no time left.
Yeah.
It's asinine. And it's almost like there's like something going on, some sort of corruption. I just don't know. If kicking's illegal, then let's just eliminate the kickers and we'll know going in. But we joked forever, and now it's not a joke. The joke has become real life. These coaches are taking dum-dum pills, and they're playing these NFL games like they've got a console in their hand, and it's Madden.
Yeah.
Like, literally, when you go for it 4th and 2 at your own 38, you're playing Madden. You're not playing National Football League. Or you're just dumb. And I know you can't be a head coach in the NFL and be dumb.
You know who really is getting good as a defensive lineman for the Eagles? That Carter kid.
Oh, gosh. He got good already, I think.
Yeah.
He had a great rookie year, and he's that's what you want your guy to be getting, that kind of, those kind of accolades. But in fairness, you get them when your team wins. Trayvon Walker would be the talk of the league right now if the Jags were 8-2. You know that?
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
Or one of the talks.
One of them.
He would be a big story if the Jags were winning.
Yeah. It's it's not good. It's not good. So anyway, we are where we are on that one, and that's The Jags will go up to Detroit this week. They'll fall to 2-9. They'll still remain with the first overall pick, and then we'll see what happens when Trevor comes back. And again, here's the one thing. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe something will happen with the coaching with coach after the bye. If it doesn't happen, there is a chance. Now, look, this team has shown no indication of stacking wins, but the schedule does soften up. You can win 3 or 4 games down the stretch and get to.
And I want to.
Yeah, get to 5 or 6.
Yeah,
but then the question is that enough for Shad Khan to say, okay, well, let's run it back one more time?
I mean, honestly, man.
Is there any scenario where those guys should all be back, the GM and the coach?
There's none.
Right now, no matter what.
No matter what.
If they got to, what could they do at best? They're 2-8. Okay, they're not going. Let's say they go
5-12,
7-10.
I guess if they go 7-12, I'll
7-10.
7-10. I will reserve the right to change my mind because I might feel different then, depending on what's going on and what's being said.
Yeah.
But they're not going to go 7-10. They're going to go 5-12. Maybe 6-11. And heads should roll if you care about your fans and your franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. If you don't care, keep them.
All right. Are you going to watch the Tyson fight tonight?
I am. I want to know.
We have had a lot of talk this week about the Tyson fight. Therefore, it's intriguing to me. It's intriguing to you. It's intriguing to E. I bet if I call Drew, I bet you Drew's going to. Now,
the biggest fight of the weekend is in the MMA tomorrow. UFC's got John Jones is fighting this. Oh. Is it Stiocic, I think his name? Or
because those guys, the young guys, like, our sons like that stuff.
Yeah. But I will say this. This is an easy one to determine. Okay. Now, granted, this is a TV show on Netflix. We're not paying $150 for the pay-per-view. So if they want to make it wrestling, so be it. If Mike Tyson doesn't knock out Jake Paul in the first round, the fight is fixed. Even at 58.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
If Tyson wants to, if he wants to flip the switch and go out there and knock that boy into the hospital, he can do that.
I don't agree with that.
Well, here's why I say that.
Yeah,
it's easy to get.
By the way, just so we're clear, you have said, and I don't know this, so I'm assuming you know this. What Paul's getting $30 million and Tyson's getting $20 million.
That's
right?
what I read. Yeah.
Okay,
I read that. I didn't.
That adds into the reason why I don't agree with it. But go ahead.
Well, here's or Mike doesn't care. And that could be possible.
Yeah.
He could just want the money, and I'm just going to go on. But he has said things this week about wanting his kids to see what he can do, about if he has any pride. Dan, here's why. And we lose sight. I know it's 58-27. In one corner, we got an amateur boxing who's been, honing his craft for all 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And the other, we have a defending heavyweight champion.
Yes.
I don't care. 58, but it's got to be first round.
To Jake Paul's credit, he has been part of the fight game now for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He's been training and learning the fight game for 4 or 5 years.
And Tyson asked for 55 years.
It'd be like, remember Larry Nelson?
If Tyson tries,
you know who Larry Nelson is?
I can't imagine that guy would land a punch.
You know who Larry Nelson is?
The golfer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picked up clubs when he was 19.
Yeah.
Won a major.
Ain't nobody punching him in the face when he putts.
Won a major.
Yeah.
It can happen. Maybe Jake Paul was destined to be a boxer. Maybe
I don't know.
I guess I don't know enough about the fight game.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I don't either, but I think that's why we're saying this. It's a honed profession, dude. You don't think Mike Tyson can stave off Jake Paul? This guy's fought the best, fastest hands, big men fighters.
He's
58, I know.
He's not 38.
I get it.
He's not 42.
I get it.
He's not late 40s.
I get it.
He's not early 50s. He's
right.
58.
He's also not.
I watch you.
He's not
me. We're old.
Yeah.
Well, I watch you get up from that chair sometimes and go.
Right. Yeah. And I'm a 57-year-old sportscaster, not a former one of the top athletes in the world.
But he smokes weed every single day.
He has not smoked for the last 6 weeks. You don't think Jake Paul's smoking weed?
Yeah, he's 20, whatever.
7.
Okay.
27. My point is this.
It's a big div.
Again, Mike Tyson is one of the most skilled, dominant, productive, successful fighters of all time. This dude's been fighting 42-year-olds for 6 years.
Let me try another
That's
comparison.
all.
I've got
if he wants to win, he'll win. It's a fix if he doesn't win.
I don't agree. I've got a double-A pitcher. He's 22 years old. I've got Ichiro. Ichiro, if he doesn't hit home runs off this kid, then there's no chance. No chance. It's fixed. It's fixed.
It's not the same.
Why? I mean, age matters.
I'll tell you why. One's trying to kill the other guy. They're not throwing balls or rolling them. They're punching each other. If he is trying,
it's a craft.
You're telling
There's
me
a craft.
that in a world of of apocalyptic nature, and there are 2 men left on the ground in the sand, and only one of them gets to live. They have to kill the other guy. You think Jake Paul's killing Mike Tyson?
That's not the sport.
If he wanted to, it would. That's my point.
This is not the sport. The sport is called boxing.
That's my point.
And you can't just kill him. Otherwise, yes, Mike Tyson would eat him. He would bite off his ear.
Sure.
He would, sure. But that's not what this is.
Here's what I'm going to lose a lot of respect for the sweet science. No, in all seriousness,
you're wrong. If you can't make such a
I can. It's my opinion.
It's fixed.
You don't have to
sit there and say it's fixed.
I can. I am, and I just did. And by the way,
you're hurting the show by saying
we're not talking about Sugar Ray Leonard Hagler here.
He's hurting the show.
It's a circus. Did you? Okay. Was the slap a fix or not? 1,000,000%. Mike Tyson, John Henderson got slapped harder by the trainer than Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul yesterday.
That's a good slap.
It was not a good slap.
Kind of caught him here.
Yeah, if Paul slapped you like that, you'd make him do it again.
Maybe Mike Tyson, that's what he's got left. He's 58.
If Mike Tyson doesn't win the fight, it's because he let Jake Paul win. If he wants to go out in the first 2 minutes and put him in the hospital, I believe he can. We disagree. So we'll find out. I don't think we'll find out because he won't try and do that.
We got to go to break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
$30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cars and Collectibles.
What are they getting?
A $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cars and Collectibles.
What does that buy, E?
A $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cars and Collectibles.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyrics.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Picking here with a message from Zero Res. Gang, you love this time of the year, right? The oven's off. Woo. Families, your homes, the holidays, and of course, football. Zero Res is very grateful for all the good people of Jacksonville. They want to thank you, and they want you to get ready for the holidays. So book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, we'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. Wow. This one fills up fast. So book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time homebuyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time homebuyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time homebuyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. There's nothing like the ambiance of a custom-built fireplace. The team at CSS can design and install the perfect setup, including wood, gas, and electric models, whether you want the elegance of an indoor fireplace or the warmth of an outdoor fire pit. You dream it, they build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-game Friday. Built by Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make the move to Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC Technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour with benefits that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I'm Hacker, and I'll get you more Gator chomps during the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Attention poker fans, the World Poker Tour is dealing hot at Best Bet Jacksonville now through November 19th. The action is fierce with 14 pulse-pounding tournaments, including the Best Bet Mystery Bounty and the $5,000 No Limit Hold'em main event with a jaw-dropping $1 million prize pool up for grabs. Your shot at Poker Glory is just a buy-in away. For tournament schedules and details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet Jacksonville and the World Poker Tour, where today's players become tomorrow's legends.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
You've worked hard, you have nice things. Protect and enjoy them with a luxury storage unit at The Shed, opening soon in Atlantic Beach. You got to see these places to believe them. What a smart investment out at AB. I could take 10 minutes, but I can't tell you everything. Go to theshedjacks.com or take a tour on Instagram.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson is looking to his defense to keep the Lions from roaring too loudly on Sunday.
Yes, they have talent, the skill position, but we got good players on defense too, and we've shown that we can stop, these offenses these past couple of weeks.
Defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen put out the defensive keys for success against the Lions on Sunday.
You got to get interior push. You got to be able to convert from run to pass quicker, be able to maybe steal some things and get up the field a little bit better.
Jag OC Press Taylor continues to explore ways for the offense to get off to a faster start.
We've tried a number of different things just in terms of whether that opening script or the first third down or the ranking of things early on, certain situations that come up.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, welcome back. 7:49. Is this Disco Duck?
Were we supposed to do the five? When do we do the 5-pack?
Later. Is this Disco Ducky?
It sure is.
Oh, yeah. We are rocking today. Take it, baby.
I mean, after you try to make us play Hello Darkness, man.
Well, that was a wonderful rendition you had. Quack, quack. Who sings Disco Duck?
Rick Dees.
Darn right. D's nuts.
Rick Dees was just a DJ. I'm back. He's from Jacksonville, I believe, Rick Dees.
For real?
Yeah, I think Rick Dees, JU grad, who went on to be a DJ out in, I think it was a DJ in Southern California when he wrote that song.
I've had the boys send this to me, so I'll pass it on. They all think we should, we need to see this. They're all excited about it. It's the What If NFL standings. Have you seen that yet going around?
No.
The What If?
It's a fun game to play.
It's the What If NFL standings. What if every one-possession NFL game had the opposite result?
I didn't see I heard this being talked about. I didn't see actually how it works.
The top two teams in the NFL would be the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the Denver Broncos.
Wow, really? Denver?
Both be 8-2. If
Denver's already 5-5.
every one-possession NFL game had the opposite result. In other words, you may have won a couple, but if you lost all the one-possession games, and right there,
we're 7-3,
AFC
right?
South champion, the Jacksonville Jaguars would be 7-3.
Yeah, and you know what's that's almost a bigger problem than talent, Dan.
Well, that's not knowing how to win, how to close out games.
I don't know if you fix that. I mean, that tells you. And by the way, the Jags one-possession games aren't a lot of 8-pointers.
Yeah.
They're 3, 4, 2. I mean, we're right in every daggum game.
Yeah.
And so, and beyond that, you can also lose a one-possession. Look, the Commanders lost a one-possession game last night. Didn't feel like a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, though,
Good point.
And the Jags haven't had those. Every one-possession game for the Jags has been when they've had the lead.
If you're Trent Baalke or Doug Peterson, right?
Yeah.
Do you go call your executive assistant? Hey, Mary? Yeah, listen, I'm just setting you something. Can you print this up for me? Give me a couple copies? Sure. Kind of slide it under Shad's door. We're close.
Yeah.
We're close, man.
I don't know. I mean, no. Again, I think it's as big a problem as not having the talent.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you got that, and I don't want to say anything that is construed at all as any sort of support for Trent Baalke. I am so over this whole regime. I just can't find anything keepable about either one of them at this point.
Right.
But that reflects very poorly on Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a team that's like overachieving to stay within a score. No, he's got a team that's with talent within a score, and he can't draw up plays to win. He can't get guys to play. And by the way, he'll very quickly tell you it's because so-and-so dropped it and so-and-so went the wrong way.
So we're punching holes in this one.
You
know who the worst team in the
NFL?
NFL?
We're not punching holes in it.
No.
The Jags are, but
it's like you said, though. Like last night could be a one-possession game.
Yeah, but we haven't had those, in fairness. Our one possessions have been right there. Like, we haven't gotten a late score to get it within 8.
Well, we were getting whooped by the Eagles.
Yeah, but by the start of the fourth, we were within that one possession.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, we literally had, there's one possession, and there's having a chance to win. So that's a legitimate one possession. We got the ball in the 20. With
Dolphins, one possession. Cleveland, one possession.
Had a chance. Had the ball.
Bills, no.
Bills, no.
We did win a one possession, the Colts.
So we
that
lose
would have flipped.
That felt like it was more than one possession.
37-34. Remember? Flacco scored. They took the lead, and we had to come back and win.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Houston, one possession, 24-20. Bears, not a one possession. Patriots, not a one possession. Packers, one possession. Eagles, one possession. Vikings, one possession.
Yeah. And in those games, I mean, for most of the game.
Yeah. You know the worst.
And so that's just very. You're a super bad leader of men if you can't get them to win. You are. And again, I'm.
You know what Kansas City's record would be if you flip the one possessions?
2-8,
2-7.
Yeah.
Do you know who the worst team in the NFL is? Who would be 1-9 even if you flip them?
Carolina,
which means they're no good.
Yeah, they get blown out every week.
Yeah.
And their wins were probably won, so they lost them.
Minnesota 3-6. They're at the bottom.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know if that bodes well for Minnesota because they were like that. Remember they have all those comeback wins?
Yeah.
Like unlikely wins?
Yeah.
Which just tells you if all the close games are breaking your way, you're some of these teams don't belong in this category. I don't care what the Chiefs
I don't know
are.
how much you can make of it. Like, hey, Kansas City 2-7. They've been lucky. We talked about the horseshoe, man.
It doesn't matter. That's not luck. They know
how to win.
That's their 60 minutes. So, the losers look at it as luck. The winners look at it as using the full 60 minutes.
Fair enough.
Get yours when you want to. We'll get ours when we need to. What a great schedule, though. 2 great games. Did you hear this stat? Shazam.
Okay.
Harbaugh and Tomlin now, they're going to be the 37th meeting. It's the second most, long-running meeting in NFL history. Only Hallis and Lambeau met more. That surprise you?
Say it again.
Only Curly Lambeau versus George Halas. Only that matchup has occurred more in NFL history than Mike Tomlin versus John Harbaugh.
No, it doesn't surprise me because they've both been there a long time, and they're both and they kind of it's good though.
But
I like it.
But there have been eras where guys stayed for a long time. Shula Levy. I wonder what they are. Marv Levy and Don Shula had to play each other 30 times at least.
Yeah.
So I bet you that's who they passed. I don't know. That'd be interesting. I would put like if I were just trying to answer a trivia question. Although maybe Levy didn't get there until too late in Shula's run, right? When did Shula leave?
That's a good question.
Probably got to go back to some old timers too. There's probably some George Halas and Paul Brown, or I don't know, something somewhere. Back in the old days too. Now they didn't get rid of guys like left and right like they do either.
Yeah.
You know, you got to coach back in the day. And sometimes he was your owner and he coached for 20 years.
Yeah.
Chuck Noll against anyone? Any other long running?
Yeah, you got to find that.
Yeah. Let me see let's see if there is such a thing as a list of.
That's a tough list to find, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, that's great. I love that. That adds to the rivalry that you enjoy so much. By the way,
let's see. George Halas, 49. Harbaugh and Tomlin, second most. They're at 36.
Mm-hmm.
Lambeau and Steve Owen coached each other against each other 28 times. That's third. Lambeau and Curly Lambeau and Steve Owen is third. So yeah, this is could Tomlin and Harbaugh catch that 48? Another 5 years for each of them there?
Sure.
They have a couple playoff matchups too, I bet.
It's a great rivalry, man.
Yeah, but anyway, that's today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. What a thick rivalry and what a coaching matchup with these two probably potential Hall of Famers, I'd say.
The 3-7 Saints, along the lines of the one possession stuff, 3-7 Saints have spent more time leading football games than the 9-0 Chiefs this year.
Wow.
How about that?
Well, I think the Saints, weren't they one of those teams that like didn't trail for the first 2 or 3 weeks? They got up to that amazing start. They were beating everyone. No one could stop them.
You know, it's funny. We gave jobs to what's his name at New Orleans, the OC there? Is that a Kubiak?
Yeah, Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak. And then the other guy that everybody loved, who's Bobby Slowick.
Yeah,
in
not
Houston.
so much. Yeah.
Right? Those guys were the flavor of the day as OCs. Flavor of the day. And now they're like, who?
It's so hard to project based on what a guy's doing with the team. I think you have to more just feel what his vibe is for the game because the talent matters, man. You can't take an offensive coordinator from one team. You can't take the offensive coordinator from the Lions, put him on the Panthers, and have success.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do this. We got 8 o'clock coming
Whispers next.
All right.
This is the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a true American underdog.
I fought for my spot, and I know what it takes to make a championship run. I'm Tom McManus. Join me for stories and insight on Jaguars Today.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors. Fridays on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hicken here from our friends at Beaches Dermatology. Those are Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs Surgery. Terrific group of people. Great staff, great locations to serve you. I go to the one right there off Solano Road. I can't speak highly enough. I've been going there for years. They take care of me. They want to remind you, though, take care of your skin. And when I say take care of, that means, listen, if you got a bright sunny day and here now at this time of the year, January, December, man, protect yourself. Put that hat on. Wear that long sleeve dry fit. Get on that sunscreen, baby. And if something pops up on your skin, go get checked out. It's really easy. Just go to Beaches Dermatology. You can make an appointment online at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
The inflation fighter is back and saving you thousands at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned, just $500 down and $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. You also get no payments till January 2025. It's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and GIA-certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $2,300 per ounce and hasn't seen this level in over 13 years. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it for a new piece and get even more value at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our first contestant, a stay-at-home gymnast from Jacksonville, Florida. It's Gwendolyn Beers.
Thank you, Monty. I don't know who installed my air conditioner, but it hasn't had a tune-up in over 3 years. Am I cool?
Let's ask our expert judging panel. Judges? I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. You're not cool. Johnny, tell her why.
That's right. To keep your air conditioner performing at its best, you need a skilled technician to check your pressures, voltages, and air filters in the fall and the spring. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, our club members get 2 free visits a year to make sure that you are cool.
Can you tell me if my haircut is sexy?
You're better off not asking.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Remember your first great cigar? Honestly, neither do we. But here's your chance to make a new memory with an extraordinary A.J. Fernandez cigar. Join us at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road on November 16th from 1 to 4 p.m. for our A.J. Fernandez cigar event. Enjoy food, prizes, and incredible deals on A.J. Fernandez cigars. Come for the cigars, stay for the experience at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Bank in the 2024 Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards, and it's easy to see why. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the new Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
What's changed totally inside and out? The Kuhn Flowers massive storefront, and yes, they've totally remodeled the showroom inside too. This is Frank Frangie, and the next time you drive by, stop and smell the roses at Kuhn Flowers.
Hicken here for Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With more than 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. All you got to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Great thing about Prize Picks, they put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, which they usually do, I get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Man, cook up some hot takes with your friends and win real money this football season. You think Justin Jefferson will get more than 83.5 yards next week? You and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code JAX, that's J-A-X, and get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. You get $50 when you play just 5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. Florida LSU is a traditional SEC rivalry that head coach Billy Napier expects to be competitive.
This is one of those old school crossover rivalry games. It's always been competitive when we play these guys.
Men's basketball finds the Gators renewing their rivalry with the Noles for their first road test of the season. That should prove insightful for head coach Todd Golden.
You know, it's a tricky one for your first road contest, but, this early in the year, I think it's going to be a great opportunity regardless, to go out and see what we're capable of.
1010XL will stream the game starting at 7:30 this evening. The JU men's basketball team took on South Carolina State Thursday evening. Freshman Chris Arias hit a dagger three-pointer with 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter to secure the Dolphin win over South Carolina State. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:06 and it's 58 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because Quarterback Whisperer is next.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Quarterback Whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah! Daddy!
Overheard in the break. No.
He's going to teach you.
Let's spill the tea, huh?
Hey, kids, learn it from Denny. He's going to take the football. He's going to teach you how to throw it.
I'm putting that on the website.
All right, so, hey, listen, man.
Give me my jingle.
What do you hear about DJ Lagway and that hamstring? I mean, obviously, it wasn't the catastrophic, paralyzing injury that it seemed when he went down.
Well, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, back already. That seems incredibly quick. It just, I said this earlier, guys, and I don't like this phrase. It's very popular.
Aggressive?
No.
Stupid?
That's a good one. But this one seems to, it's kind of gone away a little bit. I don't want to bring it back. But I think if there's a guy that you could attach this to, it might be Lagway. And that's that whole ethereal it factor.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so.
But like from this standpoint, Lagway's stats do not match his impact.
Yeah. No,
the guy's got 6 touchdowns, 5 picks. He's carried it 30-something times for 140 yards. 0 touchdowns running.
Yep.
Just 6 throwing. Yet his presence takes you from a 14-point dog to a 4-point dog.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. No, I think that's very well said.
And I think he'll grow into that. Will be the sidebar part. I mean, that's what it feels like.
I feel like pound for pound, he's made more big throws with those completions than anybody in the country.
For sure.
He definitely has shown enough to get you excited and understand he's like a rare talent.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I hope they're not bringing him back too soon. I don't think they are. But
I don't think they would. I don't think. Especially with Napier getting this,
Napier's definitely. Listen,
vote of confidence.
I watched Montrell Johnson warm up before the Florida-Georgia game 3 weeks ago. He didn't play.
Yeah.
And he looked ready.
Yeah.
And then I watched him last week, and he didn't play again.
Is he doing Montrell Johnson like an NFL solid? Is that what he's doing? Let him get completely healthy before that process begins?
I mean, I don't know why you do that for a running back.
Yeah, I know.
Either way, he's going to get drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Fair. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to put him out there before. I'm just saying with a young kid like that,
and the confidence and how hard it is to play a team like LSU and Ole Miss and those guys.
Yeah.
Like, I just hope he's close to 100%.
What I like, besides the way Lagway plays,
Mhm.
I think, and I don't know, do you know him fairly well? How well?
Decently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would know this better than me because I just observed. But before the Florida-Georgia game, he was woofing with them Georgia boys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
ain't afraid of anybody.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
we
his
haven't
guys,
had...
and his guys gravitate toward him.
Yeah.
He's got that, like, there's this it thing coming
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, no
right?
doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
There's a lot of that going on.
All right.
Yeah, he reminds me of a lot of like very successful guys in that matter. You would be surprised how many quarterbacks are like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
I
that.
mean,
well, they're
it's
extremely confident people, man.
Yeah.
It's a
They're
tough spot.
They're the alpha dog of an alpha sport.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah, I would say like if you want to get a penalty against the other team, like do something to the quarterback because they will react.
Step
Yeah.
outside of your professional role with Florida State University as much as you can and tell me how can you, like, what's the mood, man? How do you stay? I know you spent some time over there because
Yeah,
you got
don't.
guys there.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
mean-
not no insider. What's the feeling? What's the atmosphere like over there right now? Are you just so honed in on what you're trying to will?
I mean, I can answer that. I'm honed in more on just what I'm doing with the quarterbacks, and I took them all out to dinner the other night, asked them that same thing. I'm like, how do y'all every day go to practice knowing that you're 1 and whatever, like
1 and 9.
1 and 9. And I thought their answer was good because I'm not their coach. They don't have to tell me coach.
That's
speak.
right.
But they just simply said, they're like, I mean, we don't have any other choice. Like, there's a next year. We got to continue to get better this year.
Mm-hmm.
They get it. They're they're outmanned. They're not competitive. But you still got to play the games. They're still going to make you play. The young kids they have at Florida State, it seems like they're, it almost seems like this bye week is like a little break for them. And now they got a 2-game thing to the season. Let's see what we can do.
It's pretty clear, Dan and Denny, that they just, the mirrors that were involved in the success of the last 2 years, in part due to the incredible success they had in the transfer portal, was obviously the depth has just been terrible. We should have learned that. We should have got a clue about this year's season. We shouldn't have completely written off 66-3 as we didn't want to be in.
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
All those guys that left for the NFL all didn't play in the game, and that team that went out on the field is the same team that we've seen this year lose to everyone they play.
That's very true.
And I don't think we tied it together because we just assumed it was a hangover.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier this week, the interesting thing that we're seeing in college football about this transfer portal right now is nobody has depth. And so, like, nobody has 45 elite players.
Right.
There's only so many elite players
Because
by
you get
definition.
paid, I'll go somewhere else. If I'm not playing, I'm out.
Right. So in the past, where maybe a Georgia or Ohio State or some of those teams could have sustained some injuries and been okay because they've got 3 5-stars behind it, they don't have that anymore.
And
that's and I'm talking about Florida State too. In that,
let me get your thoughts on this observation. Portal is good and bad, and we can discuss until we're blue in the face, money, not money, how much, blah, blah, blah. But when I see like the Castellanos kid at BC,
he's benched this week, I saw.
Yeah. No, he's gone. He played good football. He led him to some nice wins.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a big guy.
No.
Little dude.
He doesn't fit that Bill O'Brien system, does he?
No.
And so he's now, and they had a game where they had to use the backup. He won the game for him. Castellanos hadn't been playing well, so he gets benched, and he immediately takes his ball and he goes home.
Yep.
And he'll go someplace else. That part is the part I think where we,
that's aggravating.
Yeah, like
there are some life lessons here.
We're quitting already.
Yeah. We used to use sport. This is a little distressing. We used to use sports for life lessons. You really did.
Yeah.
You played sports because you didn't give up. You had to work with other people. There's no racial or other boundaries. That's what life is. Sports is perfect for that. Now it's not anymore. Now we teach them to quit, go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give y'all some confidence in humanity.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I
love that. I need confidence.
I just had this conversation last night with one of our guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we brought up the Castellanos thing. And this guy that I'm talking about is going to go in the portal. He already knows that. And so he said, well, if people are jumping in.
Is he going to FSU?
Like, should I jump in? No, he's not. And then we talk about it for a second. And he goes, you know what? I just don't feel like the right thing to do. He's like, I need to play this thing through. I want to handle this professionally.
And in fairness, most stay. I mean,
most stay. Most stay.
And I feel like we should counter that, Castellanos, because maybe we never find out who Joe Burrow is if he had stayed at Ohio State.
But here's the other thing we don't know.
Yeah.
Is I do
Burrow
know.
more
I
respect.
actually,
He did it the old-fashioned way. He had to go and sit.
But I actually do know this, so
Okay.
I'm just going to say it in fact.
Okay.
There are people right now. There are colleges right now, calling every single day, wanting to know who's going to go in the portal.
Correct.
And if you're a kid and you know that there's about to be a dump because they've shortened this portal window,
right?
And you know there's going to be a dump of
When
people.
does the
and you're not
portal
playing,
open?
I think it's like December 3rd or something like that.
Okay.
And you're not playing.
Okay.
Like there is a reason why you would want to jump ahead and find out, like, okay, well, who's going to contact me? Because just because the portal window's not opening, there's people contacting.
Correct.
So I
and that's
understand.
tampering. You're not supposed to do that, but clearly it's going. It went on last year. We know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
They might as well just do away with it.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not disappointed at all to see Trevor Etienne have this nothing burger of a season for Georgia. I mean, really does my heart good. Because if you leave Florida and go to Georgia, you get 10 yards, and I'm happy.
You just can't stay healthy.
What a nothing burger
He's got
you
the
are.
exact same amount of carries at Georgia that he had at Florida.
Yeah, way to go. I hope
but
the million spins well, though.
That aside.
Came out of nowhere. That was like,
that
was like a therapy session. He just blurted it out.
I just threw that out there. Hey, screw him.
We were talking about it was there. We were there. We had
Let me say this. I said this I said this to somebody yesterday about Napier and Eeyore, because he's slow moving, slow speaking. So we call him Eeyore.
Wow.
Eeyore cannot. Okay. Billy Napier's been announced that he's coming back next year.
Right.
All right. The portal opens December 3rd.
Yep.
They have money to spend. This can't be he can't slow play this one. From December 3rd till December 31st, he better be bringing dudes in left and right, or they're going to be he has to change the way he does things, or he's not going to get the premier guys go. They're open for business. All of a sudden, all these 5-stars are coming to watch the Gators this week. You better start shelling out the cash and buy your team, because you're still on the hot seat for next year.
Is it harder to get the premier veterans, though? I get the 5-stars to get them the money, but if you're a premier veteran, you're probably going to choose, because it's not like Florida's going to pay him more than Bama or Oregon.
I don't know. I think Florida's a good spot for somebody to land because you can get on the field.
Right.
But
there's not like,
if you're premier, though, you're getting on.
But am I wrong about
anywhere you go, you're an impact?
So
that's what I mean.
There's 3 steps to this.
Okay.
There's the evaluation step, which is what is happening everywhere. Everybody already has somebody on staff that is evaluating everybody else's staff, just like they do in the NFL.
Right.
So that's going on now. My phone's ringing off the hook of
right.
What do you think about this, this, and this? And then you got to get the kid there, and then you got to talk money. Right. And usually 2 and 3 are actually flipped.
Yes.
Usually they're going to want to know money before they take a visit, because these visits are like in and out in 12 hours.
Can we get the NCAA to step in and say $50,000 to transfer and that's it? Can we put some sense
never going to
and
happen.
sensibility?
No, never going to happen. It's capitalism, man. You can't.
Yeah.
Listen, I have been. I'm lucky. I've been at Texas. I've been at Alabama. I've been at Ole Miss. I've seen what's going on in college football.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen what these guys are going through. You and I are always going to disagree on this, Jeff. You can't pay them enough. I've been with Carson, and he's not having a great year. And what's happening in that kid's life, and what he's got to put up with, and what George is making, and yada yada yada. Like whatever he's making, he deserves. And if I'm a kid, and I've got options, and I'm desired at 10 different places, just like if I'm anybody else getting a job, like bid for me.
I would use this. Okay, and again, I'm not trying to be my mentality is more like this. Your mentality to me sounds like giving a 6-year-old a $10,000 a week allowance.
Why?
I'm not saying that
What's a 6-year-old doing for you?
Well, living, growing, learning.
He's not performing.
Contributing to society at some point.
He's not bringing in revenue. These guys,
you know what? And if it weren't Carson Beck, it'd be Joey Bettafuco. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Bettafuco's got a good arm.
Here's what annoys me about this, and I get it. This is a TV. They've been filling the swamp, okay? 60, 80 grand since 1974.
But they were wrong then. You're missing this one thing about this. You're missing this.
It's the amount of money. I'm not saying don't get paid.
You have to understand. And I go back to the coaches. We started paying the coaches millions of dollars.
Yeah.
The program is bringing into the school millions of dollars. So where do the kids get a
capitalism? That's you're telling me it's capitalism, but that argument is not capitalism.
That's a good point. My argument is there's supply and demand.
Yeah. I get that.
That's just, you know what I mean?
It's the TV problem. They went through all the money, and it's just
because
the whole thing.
they even think with this revenue share that they're going to clean it up.
Yeah.
And they're not, because unless they have a draft.
It's just killed the sport. Listen, okay, forget it then. Never mind what I said about how much they're giving them. There's got to be some rules to keep the playing field level. It's just not level. It's just not level. Every sport that pays money has either a cap or terms or contracts.
Yeah. I think they're getting to that.
Yeah.
That I do think they're getting to contracts. I do believe that. But yeah, I mean, it's the Wild West out there. It's crazy. I dabble in that a little bit with the guys that we train. Like, I wouldn't call myself like an agent. I'm not an agent at all.
Okay.
And a couple years ago, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just help out. It's like 90% of what I do right now this time of year.
Crazy.
It's insane.
So
it would keep me from sending my $10 to a collective, knowing you're going to give it to an 18-year-old who went to high school and graduated, and now is going to get paid.
You ain't sending your $10 to the collective anyway.
Yeah, I know I'm not. So, never would I. But that's a big reason why. That's a big reason why.
What about Carson? You mentioned him.
Yeah.
Obviously having a tough year.
Yeah.
And you say what he's going through, and I see. Listen, he's not throwing it well. The line ain't protecting well. You don't see Georgia get beat in the trenches very often. They've gotten beat in the trenches here against some good teams. I fear they might get beat in the trenches tomorrow.
I think Tennessee leads the nation in sacks and pressures, and the line hadn't been good.
Front seven's good.
And
the whole defense is good.
ETN is out.
Yep.
They're down to one running back.
Number
3.
Freshman.
Yeah. If he gets banged up.
He's been good. But
they lost. They losing those receivers. The cumulative effect of losing those receivers hurt them.
And with Bowers being one of them, too.
No, I'm talking about the guys on the team this year got kicked off.
Okay.
Yeah, they've lost 3.
Yeah.
Right? The reality of this thing is simple, and Carson and I've talked about this, is like you like you said, you got one running back.
Mm-hmm.
You're really down to your, I don't know, maybe your 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th receiver.
Right.
I don't know how many offensive linemen they have healthy, but it's not many.
Right.
I watched them last week have to run a kid back in that was hurt.
Right.
Because they don't have numbers.
Right.
But if you're a top 10 pick, you figure it out.
Yeah.
You figure it out. You make it work. You make it happen.
Yeah.
And there's a psychology to this, and this is the hard thing is you throw picks when you get aggressive.
Right.
You get aggressive when you feel like you need to get aggressive.
Right. You feel the pressure of I got to make a play.
And so then whenever you don't get aggressive, then the offense stalls.
Right.
And then you can't get anything going, but you don't throw picks.
Right.
So you got to find that middle ground.
Right.
And to be honest, like if it were up to me, and I know what Carson came back for. He came back to win a national championship.
Right.
We got to win this game on Saturday.
Right.
So I don't care if you throw 3 picks as long as you win.
Right.
If it takes you taking those shots because you do have the arm talent.
Right.
And you throw 3, but you throw 4 touchdowns and y'all win.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I don't care. We'll worry about the draft when the draft comes.
Right.
I don't worry about Carson having a career in the NFL. I think he's going to have a long career. I worry about where he's going to get drafted now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for now, the way this team is, and you got to score.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't turn it over. I get that. But you can't have one without the other is my point. Especially when your receivers, they're going to be good. They're young.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't creating a ton of separation.
Right.
Like you're going to have to take some risk.
Yeah.
I think that the inclination with a big game like this is to take all these feelsy paths to what you think is going to happen. And well, Georgia's due, and Georgia hadn't beaten anybody big yet, and they're due to explode. But when you really break down all the issues that the team's facing right now, just laying that 9.5 is probably not a real good, smart idea.
Yeah, if you get the defense to play it against Texas, I mean, you got a shot.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tennessee is anywhere near as good as Texas offensively.
Oh gosh, Tennessee's Florida.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I would pick Georgia.
We're terrible.
I would. Well, I mean,
I think it's a close game.
It's a close game.
Yeah, I do too.
It's close.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest game to be played at Sanford Stadium in a long time because this is essentially a playoff game.
I wonder if Kirby will be angry with the crowd. That was earlier in the year.
Kirby's been remarkably low-key this year.
His best coaching job.
At least publicly.
Yeah.
He understands the team he's got.
Yeah.
He understands what's going on in that locker room. He understands what's going on in the offseason. He understands what they've lost, how young they are. Y'all know I'd take every chance I can get to go to insult Kirby.
Yes.
But I will say this is far and away his best coaching job.
I would tend to agree.
Yeah.
I would tend to agree.
They are not. This is not the Georgia team.
No, it's full of. But although I did look in the mock, the 3 first-rounders in the mock.
No doubt.
That doesn't include Carson Beck.
No, all on defense, right?
Yeah, they were all 3.
Yeah, I mean, Malachi's top 5. They got the 2 rushers that are both. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And if those guys are
some of
healthy
those guys haven't played up to what they thought they were going to be either.
I mean, Malachi's the only one that's been healthy all year.
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
Good to see you, my man.
Yeah,
appreciate
you too.
5-pack is next. That's the Quarterback Whisper. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Game day hits the ground running early with news and notes, fun facts, and the names you need to know with a Terminix Kickoff Show.
Let's go!
5 hours before kickoff. Presented by Clearwater Irrigation and Gatorade on 1010XL.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Barley and Pie Brewing Company is Fleming Island's first and only craft brewery, founded by the co-founder and brewmaster of Wicked Barley. Barley and Pie serves up local brews made right in your backyard. Hungry? Dive into their sourdough Neapolitan pizza, made fresh in-house every day. Find your new go-to spot in Fleming Island at Barley and Pie Brewing Company.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Pre-game Friday.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You got to just love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter most. Families, homes, the holidays, and of course, football. They're very grateful for you all, the good people of Jacksonville, and they want to thank you. So get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res. Fill it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Get the latest on the Gators from one of the greatest Gators.
Touchdown, Gators!
Chris Doring joins Dan and Jeff on the drill Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today. Experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused That's Bowden Eye and Associates.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T with my book. And how do we get to week 11 already? If you're not signed up yet, get in on the action with my promo code 1010XL to double your first deposit. It's the best sign-up deposit bonus in the industry for Florida batters. This Sunday, the Jags travel to Detroit as the biggest underdogs of any team this week. 14 points. If you think the Lions can beat them by 2 touchdowns, then bet it. But that's a huge spread. I'll take Jacksonville with the points. The Ravens are playing in Pittsburgh as a 3-point road favorite with a 48-point over-under. I'm looking at a same-game parlay here, taking the Ravens and the under. Don't miss a great nightcap with Sunday Night Football. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to L.A. to play the Chargers. I'm betting the Chargers win by 3, covering the 2-point spread. My bookie still has the double deposit bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit up to $1,000. It's the best deposit in the industry. So sign up now using my promo code 1010XL and make yourself a winner with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. If I know anything about the fall, it's hunting season, it's cooler weather. People need to get off-road. What have you got to offer?
We've got the full line of Honda ATVs, the Foreman, the Rancher. We've got the side-by-sides, the Pioneers, the Talons, everything you need to get off-road.
And you can trick them out with all sorts of extras?
If you name it, you want the loud stereo, you want the cool light bar, we got it.
All right, look online, cyclesofjacksonville.com, or head to the showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie on 1010XL.
Music? We're here already? Take that bass line for a walk, keep the cymbals splashy. Dave Brubeck and the Take 5 Quartet banging it out like nobody else, the late, great Dave Brubeck. Boy, I was coming like gangbusters, then I hit a snag last week, 1-4. But Jeff went 1-4 as well, so I am -7.
I'm +2.
+2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You were +5.
Sure was.
All right.
I've had a lot of just kind of like 3 and 2 it every week for the most part.
All right, well, I get the ball this week.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to snag it. I'm not afraid.
Okay.
So give me LSU -4. I hope I mush them. Or 3.5, I think you told me.
Let's see what.
Whatever it is, just put it down and we'll check it later. But we'll keep it moving. But I'm doing it.
3.5. That's what I have here. So.
Okay. Man,
I'll just
crazy.
I'm going to take a Pitt at home, getting an 11.5 against Clemson.
I like that. I have that on my list right there. Good job,
I don't know if
Jeffrey.
that's good or bad. I mean, with all due respect, either way.
I'm going to take Tennessee, Georgia.
Okay.
Under 47. How about that?
Tennessee, Georgia. Okay.
Under 47. Tennessee has not allowed 20 points all year. I think this is a 20-17 type game, 20-15 type game.
To be honest with you,
I
like it.
If I knew Nico were playing, I would take Tennessee in the points. But I don't know about Nico, and Charlton gave me no information.
But I got a team here that has been just an absolute menace at home. They've struggled on the road. Now, that goes against the game you remember them for, scoring 70 at North Carolina.
Yes.
But and on the other side, I got an Old Dominion. I'm talking about James Madison. I got an Old Dominion squad that doesn't perform real great on the road, but they've been pretty money at home. So I'm going to take a home dog here in a game that only degenerates can love. Old Dominion +2.5 at home against James Madison. What do you think of that one?
I like that. ODU is a great cover.
They've covered against Virginia Tech.
They cover all the time,
Okay.
man.
All right.
I like that one.
Okay, good. What about Missouri being a 14-point dog at Carolina? What is that about?
Yeah.
14-point underdog at Carolina?
A lot of points, huh? I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. Which goes against us, in our showdown that we're talking during the break.
Who's the underdog in the game?
Pittsburgh's +3.
Super pick. The underdog in this game is like 27-5-4.
Okay.
Because they stay close.
Can you remind me of what showdown we were talking about in the break?
We were talking about the Mendenhall Bowl, and I was pointing out to E. The Mendenhall Bowl is and we say this just with love and respect.
It's shaping out.
It's we got a good game break.
Rashad Mendenhall, the former thing, wanted to break the game down with a team of just white players against a team of just black players.
And I've noticed
that's what it is.
I've noticed that my secondary has gotten greatly improved.
Your secondary?
It did.
Yeah, my all-white secondary.
We got Cooper DeJean. Who else we got?
Blankenship.
Is he a safety?
Yeah.
We got a lot of safeties, dude. We're okay at safety.
Well,
we need corners.
Well, we got Coop. We got guys.
The guy out in Denver also.
Guy out in Denver.
Yeah, aren't they all from Iowa, by the way?
Yeah.
What do they put in the corn, man?
They grow up out there running the fields.
They do. Yeah, they don't mess around.
They're doing great.
This is a
Joe Burrow against Lamar Jackson is a heck of a showdown.
El Boogie.
I won last week with
Mahomes. You're not allowed to play.
I won last week with Georgia Tech. That's just one of the many stops along my brother's academic paths.
Yes.
He spent a lot of time, a big, major portion of the time.
What places did he go?
Oh, gosh, he put in time at, Georgia Tech. He started there.
Yeah.
He went to the University of Kentucky. He got one of his degrees at Fordham.
How many degrees does he have?
And he has a doctorate at San Jose State, where he was a professor for many years.
Holy cow, I should do that.
Yeah, well, he's maybe a little bit smarter.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the honorary stuff.
But among the places he stopped was San Jose State University.
So he's a professional student.
Well, no, he was actually used that professional student to have a career.
Well, you
which
said
he
he's
still
got
has.
like a bunch of degrees.
Yeah, because what he wanted to do, you had to get degreed.
He had to work
No,
his way
you're
up?
right. I'm not going to cover it. He's a professional student.
That's pretty good.
He's a lay
That's
around.
a great life.
You know, marry a woman who makes trillions of dollars. It's a good
man.
plan.
I like
don't know.
shout out.
I don't know what I'm saying. I just saying that.
Much respect.
Yeah, listen.
Is he in school now anywhere?
No, he works.
He has all his degrees now completed.
Oh, God, for years, dude. He's 50 years old.
But you said he was...
He was at San Jose State for 16... in San Jose for 16 years.
Yeah.
That's where he met... Or not where he met. That's where they had their child, his wife. You know, they came to Jacksonville from there.
Okay.
And I say all this because I'm going to take this. I feel best about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to... We don't do it much, and there's no... I'm only losing your money, Googans. You would never think to do this strongly. This is the lock of the week.
Wow, you haven't done that in forever.
San Jose State is getting 14 against a really good team that's beating everybody like a drum. San Jose State is hosting Boise State. They're getting 14 big fat points at home, and they're going to cover that spread. Last time out, San Jose State beat Oregon State 24-13.
Yes.
Have home win. It's another one of those teams, man. It's just a different. Some of these mid-level teams, just a different team home and road. And they win their home games, they lose. I don't think they're winning the game, but man, I got to take those 14 big fat points.
Okay.
Continuing with the Friday 5-pack. 3 spots through.
I'm going to hit you with one that may raise an eyebrow. But
eyebrow raiser, sir.
Unlike you, I'm American through and through.
What do you mean, unlike me?
Some people have referred to you as the Strahan of Jacksonville.
I don't know what that means. Strahan didn't cover his heart for the...
Hey, I kid because I care. You said weeks ago, USF. I say...
Last week it was.
Go Navy.
Yeah.
+7 against Tulane.
Yeah, I saw that. I looked at that.
I'm going to take Navy. Tulane is very good. They're undefeated. I just think Navy gives teams fits. Quarterback's healthy. I'll go Navy. I'll go the Middies. +7 against Tulane.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to
you.
take the Bengals +1.5 at the Chargers.
Okay. That's a dicey one. I like that's juicy.
It is.
I'm not sure which way that's going to go.
I can't give up on the Bengals yet. They got to start winning games. And, you know, and the Chargers got more wiggle room there. They've got off to a better start. Since he basically can't lose, I'm going to trust Joe
I think
Burrow.
the Chargers have like every intangible but Burrow. And I think Burrow has to will them to a victory every week.
Okay.
I'm going to end with this one. I think I have 4 in the books.
I like some of these NFL games. I probably should have taken out of college.
I'm going to go against Team Disarray, even though they're at home. This is a little risky. But in honor of the luncher, I'm going to lay 6 big points and take Green Bay to beat Chicago.
God, I believe I got.
Yeah, that's my last pick.
Okay, let's see. Got you at 5.5.
Even better. Thank you.
See how honest I am?
You're an honest guy.
Thank you.
Unlike me.
That's only 4. What did I miss with you?
I got LSU, Navy, under.
Oh, Navy. What's Navy? +7?
+7. Pittsburgh +3.
Yeah.
Green Bay -5.5.
All right, so I got the Pitt Panthers +11.5, Old Dominion +2.5, San Jose State +14, Bengals +1.5. Let's play a favorite, shall we? I'm going to go with the Bills to finally knock Kansas City from the ranks of the unbeaten. Josh Allen and the boys get an answer at home. -2.5, Buffalo.
Okay.
So there we have it. I'm +2, Dan's -7. We shall see. Back with more next on a GFL Friday.
Boom, baby.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay. Let's go!
Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, gang, imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Why? Because I've been going to Doc T for a long time. But he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine, and you bet I'm going with him, right? Listen, you need an appointment sometimes with your doctor. You're not feeling well. You can't get in until the beginning of next month, right? Now with Doc T, you get it right away. You got a medical emergency? Here's Doc T's personal phone number. Call him anytime, 24/7. It's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. So you got to check it out. As far as physicians, by the way, Rick Townsend's the best. Navy trained, Wake Forest graduate. So yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists. He can do it all. Doc T's got you covered. So you have questions, check it out, because I'm telling you, I can't say enough good things in my allotted time. MyPVConcierge.com. MyPVConcierge.com.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If your high school student is a high performer, they could be 1010XL Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Franchi Show.
On 1010XL.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is the diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty. And to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. There's nothing like the ambiance of a custom-built fireplace. The team at CSS can design and install the perfect setup, including wood, gas, and electric models, whether you want the elegance of an indoor fireplace or the warmth of an outdoor fire pit. You dream it, they build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
This is David with Royal Pest Services. Join us Friday, November 15th from 12 to 2 with Helmets and Heels at Tony D's for our customer appreciation.
And there'll be free slices for you guys.
Tony, you've been down here long enough. It's y'all.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson is clear on the offensive options for Mac Jones' success.
You're going to have success early. Move your quarterback, right? Get some easy throws on the perimeter. Get some quick passing game going. And then, two, I think the play action pass, stretch the field a little bit. And if it's not there, dump it off.
Jag OC Press Taylor is looking to put quarterback Mac Jones in comfortable offensive plays for his second start of the season.
There was a lot of good that you want to continue to build upon and things like that you know you recognize Mac's really comfortable with, or Mac sees really well throughout the course of the game.
Brian Nielsen, the Jags defensive coordinator, remarked on the need for the defense to have fewer snaps.
We don't want to be on the field. We got to do a better job getting off on third down, those type of things, tackling a little bit better.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
No, never is. 24
Hey,
hours.
we're back. Process notes.
I have this every day. I don't know what you're making a big
Oh, you
deal
do?
from. This is the 5-pack written down. And stuff.
I've got the dear drill letters for later.
You know what? Matt Every told me this week when I talked to him. He said
What'd he
that's
say?
the best thing we do. We should do it every day. But
Deer drill, he loves that?
Yeah, Every's a little touched, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta be
That's
careful.
a little much.
We got to keep it professional now. We're going, big time corporate Jacksonville sports.
Is that what we got
legends.
here, right here?
Oh yeah,
the luncher.
We're going corporate luncher.
And Greg McGarity. We should have a statue in Athens, by the way. Do you have a statue in Athens?
Absolutely not.
You should.
He started. People don't know it. He started this.
Well, yeah, he did. He's a great man, but he deserves all the credit in the world, and he should have a statue. Quite frankly, I'm just telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't care what Georgia does. But
Andy, would you buy him and build him a statue, please?
No problem. I think he deserves it. Kirby's it was a big hire.
It was a great hire.
All right, so we're starting our countdown to the Gator Bowl. We're doing it this week.
Tax Slayer.
It's Tax Slayer. Excuse me. That's fair.
That's what I'm here for.
The Tax Slayer Bowl. Is it the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl or just flat out Tax Slayer now?
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
Okay. All right, good. We're starting to kind of narrow in our focus a little bit. I know you guys have stayed on top of it. But Greg, first, just give us kind of the state of the bowl system, because I'm not sure people know, especially with the playoff system, upping its number this year.
Well, this year, next year, everything's going to be okay because you have 12 teams in the college football playoff. If you go to 16 teams in 2026,
which they will,
that lessens the pool for teams that could be available to our bowls.
Okay.
So we're hoping they stay at 12.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, outside of the 12, we're going to kind of business as usual with you higher, statured bowls. You'll have your choice of selections, and it'll vary from year to year what order you are, and you'll go with. Are we still ACC, SEC?
For the next 2 years,
Okay.
and hopefully beyond.
Okay, yeah, that's the matchup.
You like that matchup?
Sure.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that here in Jacksonville.
I would go back to John Bell, and that's a matchup that you wanted here for the Gator Bowl, ACC, SEC.
Now, when it comes down to it, and you guys are in the room deciding who you guys want, and you have to go back and forth, I know that, but ultimately, Greg, does the Big Bear King get to make the decision, or is that something that you will handle?
He's right with us.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to tell everybody that I make.
I bet he is an
I
active.
brag about it all over town. I got people calling me saying, "Hey, can we get NC State in there?" I'm like, "Oh, I said it depends."
NIL, tell them NIL. You have an NIL program.
I am.
How
available
has
for bribes.
now you've been around a few years? How has Andy rated in his role this year? How has he?
I bet
done?
he's more hands-on than they're
compared
used
to others.
No, he lets us operate.
Okay.
Andy's awesome. He says, "Hey guys, tell me what I need to do. Tell me where I need to be." And this is. It's a bowl's dream come true.
Oh,
wow.
It's a
Shaking hands,
professional
kissing babies and shaking hands. That's what I do. That's what I do. I like it.
But in fairness, knows a lot about college football and be interested in this game. And look, where do we go? Look, first you got this SEC. How many are going to be in the playoff?
Right.
Where do we slot now when we get down to our SEC picks? And so what? And no way in the middle of November we're going to predict the Gator Bowl matchup. But
we can name names though.
Tell us some
candidates.
Tell us some of that's out there and how much you guys now will watch the playoff positioning because of the schools that become available.
Well, after the playoff teams have been named, then Orlando has a pick.
Okay.
And then we're thrown in with 5 other bowls to get to. It's really mix and matching at that time.
So we're back to the days you guys talk to each other. Hey, we've had them 3 times, or hey, this would be a good matchup here, and it works. That's the old school bowl system. It probably works better that way. You need a measure of kind of what we put into it, but that was the fun of it.
They try to make it make sense.
Right.
You can't have repeat games. You can't have games of teams that are playing next year, but you're trying to work with your partners, ACC, SEC, to provide the best game.
Has anyone stabbed us in the back in the last couple of years? Do we have their names? Can we get them if we have to?
We're all good.
We're good. Everybody's
we're
on above board.
Yep.
You got a bunch of really good executive directors and such that everybody's professional.
Yep.
Okay.
We all help each other.
I'd be that one pushing that guy right off the cliff.
Oh, I know.
Hey, I heard so and so.
Cutthroat. Maybe get you in the room. I don't know what's going to happen there.
All right, so let's look real quick. Let's throw some nominees out, if you will. Now again, Jeff has a good point. How many SEC teams are going to go to the playoff, and how's it going to filter? Because there is a possibility where we could look up and have 6, 10-2 teams in the SEC.
I think 4 will go up.
Okay.
And then that leaves, I think you've got the Georgia-Tennessee loser.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have the Texas A&M Texas loser.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Missouri, LSU, South Carolina, Vandy, and Arkansas.
All good programs having good teams.
Texas at 3rd in the country, but if they lose to Texas A&M, you can make an argument that they do not deserve to be in the top 12.
I could go further.
Their best win is Vanderbilt.
That's it.
Correct.
Yeah, I would go past. You could make the argument.
Mm-hmm.
If Texas loses again and they get in, that's a joke. That's a criminal travesty.
Look at you.
Georgia just lost 2. Hold on. Georgia just lost their second. Where are they this week?
Outside looking in.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And the later you lose it, the worse it's going to be for you.
What about, Kinger, what about a 6-6 Florida team? Would they be attractive to you guys?
I like them a lot.
Okay.
I think they're playing good ball.
Mm-hmm.
When before Lagway got hurt, that Georgia game was tight.
Yeah.
I think they can win 2 games here. I really do. I mean, you got Florida State, who's having a tough year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, but
Mm-hmm.
those other 2 games.
LSU this week, Ole Miss next.
LSU, Ole Miss. I don't know if Lagway plays, they could get in there, and certainly, obviously, we'd be honored to have Florida because they bring a lot of people.
Well, and Greg, the reality with Florida is they're always either too good or too bad to end up here. Right?
That's how it's been lately.
So we had them, what, is the Muschamp?
Yeah.
Ohio State. And before that, is it Eric Rhett and NC State?
I think so.
And Florida has a pretty good tradition here in the Gator Bowl, no?
Played this bowl game more than any other.
They had them against Ohio State a few years ago. That's when Urban was there.
Again, that's like 11.
Yeah.
It's 13 years ago.
I think the good thing about Florida right now is, you want teams that are excited about getting here. And they've been so great for so many years.
But you're right. They're anxious to get to a
But they're
bowl.
anxious for next season. Right?
Yes.
They see all these young guys.
Right.
So you get them in here if they get
a good crowd.
They get a good crowd because they're excited about seeing next year's players.
And he's put the, Napier has put the standard now. They get to the bowl game. We all have yippee-ki-yay, man. We have a parade.
Yeah.
Who's 6?
I know you're not satisfied, but both of you aren't satisfied.
I'd like to be a part of the Gator Bowl parade this year. Thank you.
I get it.
What about LSU?
Yeah.
That'd be a team that'd be
They're all
good.
good. LSU has not been here, I don't think, in a long
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, they travel well. They like to tailgate. The great thing about this year's game is it's on January 2nd. We're the only bowl game on that day.
Yeah.
And it's at 7 o'clock at night. A lot of times we've had that 11 o'clock.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Where nobody, tailgating, but it's not real tailgating. You get
that'll be fun.
agents here
Here's
all day.
Here's one
we
for
got to have security.
You guys have to say the pauses of every, but here's one that would be debatable in your room. Vanderbilt.
Yeah, can't do it. They don't bring anybody.
They don't bring a lot of guys, but it's a great story.
It's a great story.
They beat Alabama. They've won. They lost to Texas by 3.
I was feeling for Vandy from this standpoint. I bet you that's a hard conversation in a lot of bowl offices, right? I mean, you have to be, it's heads and beds. That's what you always say.
Well,
Vanderbilt has a small.
We had Northwestern
alumni
not that long ago.
Yeah.
And it was so great because they're so appreciative. Of
Yeah.
being on here. I mean, they were so nice.
Yes.
And Fitz was great. He came down and they don't get there very often. So the fans were just so enthusiastic. And, Vandy deserves it. I mean, they have done a great job. The coach has done really well. They got an exciting quarterback, and so
they're deserving of.
They're deserving of
anybody who calls.
You're
For
darn
sure.
right. So
I would take Vandy over, say, Missouri. I would.
Yeah, I would love. I said, I'm
That's what you
partial
guys
to Vandy. Grew up in Middle Tennessee. I'd love to see Vandy here. I just wonder how. That's tough for y'all. That's a spot to put you in. You like to reward deserving teams, but you also have to keep in mind what your bowl game.
What is the number one priority?
They're going to end up in Music City Bowl, aren't they? Poor Vanderbilt's going to go to a bowl. It's going to be Music City.
yeah, exactly. They would
Greg, what is the number one priority of your bowl game?
Well, it's good for us to generate revenue.
Right.
Okay. So heads in beds.
Okay.
Who can travel the best? From a tax layer standpoint, it's ratings, and the TV ratings are going to be off the chart.
Okay.
You get it. You get a bonus this year because of what Andy said. The way the schedule is just natural.
Because another one would be the hat that you're wearing. Like that's, but they don't bring a ton of guys.
Yeah, I'd love a Georgia Tech Florida game. How good would that be for me personally?
Who would you root for?
I don't know. You'd probably go for Yale though. Some of that gear I see you wearing.
Prosser Bowl.
Prosser Bowl. Yeah.
Prosser Bowl. Yeah. Be good. All right, let's go to the ACC real quick. Let's look at some of those teams that are up. Would a Louisville be attractive? Who do we have?
Well, I think it's a little bit different. The ACC is very prescribed because they've got a premium pool that you have to have all wins counted as far as 10 wins.
Okay.
You're probably not going to have a team with 7 wins making that premium pool.
Oh, I see. They make you take their.
That's correct.
Their more winning.
Okay.
So I've got the SMU Miami loser.
Okay.
Clemson can't come back.
Yeah.
Prescribed. Duke, Pitt, Syracuse, Louisville, North Carolina.
Well, so you got a lot of good
That's
options.
the 7. So
yeah.
All good brands.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams have not been here in a long, long time.
Yeah. You definitely.
Pitt was here with Hugh Green, right? I believe Dan Marino. Way back when.
Throwing it back.
Is that the last one? That may be the last one.
I'm thinking about it.
We had Lamar Jackson with Louisville.
Right.
That wasn't
Greg. We and you know this, but I can remember like Clemson, West Virginia, or Clemson, Stanford, touchdown Tommy Vardell, and 75, 80,000 people in it was a different time then, obviously.
Man, it's easy to dislike.
But you can romanticize about those old games.
It's easy to dislike where college football has gone from the Bowls standpoint. I'm looking at Gator Bowl matchups, Hick.
Yeah.
1983, it's number 11 Florida, number 10 Iowa.
Yeah.
84, number 9.
Coldest game I've ever been to. Oh my God.
84, number 9 Oklahoma State, number 7 South Carolina.
Yeah.
Number 87, number 7 LSU, number 9 South Carolina. I mean, those are 3 top 10 matchups in 4 years.
Yeah.
Those are playoff matchups today's day and age.
Yeah, it was something. And the place would be packed. It was incredible. That Florida-Iowa game, 16-6, I believe. Chuck Long at Iowa, quarterback.
All right, we'll talk a lot about
Gators able to get it done.
About the bowl and about this year's, as we narrow our choices as we go week to week. These guys are going to be in with us every week. But I am curious about one thing with the new stadium coming and obviously what that means, where the Gator Bowl's aspirations are. When it comes to hosting playoff games or becoming a bigger, even bigger entity because of the stadium. In part.
Well, the new stadium presents that opportunity in the future. I think what we have to realize, though, is we're competing against cities probably like Charlotte and Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to be able to house people maybe downtown at the Marriott and the Hyatt and let them walk to the stadium.
Four Seasons.
So what do they see between the Hyatt and the stadium?
Yeah, some coffee.
So right now we're not in play.
Yeah.
but-
A jail. They see a couple convicts.
There you go.
We got
Couple
some things
convicts,
coming.
cup of Joe.
We got some things coming.
Yeah, no, but right. That
So
needs
we've
to
got to
develop for
that
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
because we have to realize who our
It
competition
really is amazing we got a Super Bowl. What in the world?
Yeah, it is amazing.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Without any of that's down there now.
Did an event on a cruise ship in the middle of the St. Johns River. Still can't believe it.
That's awesome. All right, boys. So what are we watching this weekend? What are the big? What are you got?
King, are you scouting this
You
weekend?
got like a hot list?
Are you going to Wofford?
I got Wofford Citadel. Wofford Citadel. That's how you
Can
pronounce
Wofford come here? Can Kinger open the door for Wofford to get
it.
here?
Yeah, Wofford. That'd be nice.
And he has a boy playing at Wofford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but LSU, Florida, big game.
Yeah, true. For sure.
We're seeing that. What other ones we got?
Georgia, Tennessee.
Georgia, Tennessee.
I think Missouri, South Carolina is really going to be interesting.
Because and it has a definite tie.
Yeah.
What about Missouri being 14-point underdogs in that
No.
game? Holy cow.
Are you allowed to say or think or I don't know? Give me a nod and a wink. Like 6-6 Florida's who you. That's allowed.
Yes.
Like you don't have to go to some 9-3 team. I mean,
No,
I
it
hate to put
depends
people on the spot here.
Well, the teams that are better have a better record may have a choice to say, well, we'd rather go to Jacksonville.
Okay. So that is possible. Okay, that's
Which
what I'm
is
saying.
possible.
So it's not like Florida gets bowl eligible. Boom, Florida's in the
No,
Gator Bowl.
it's
So
all
there's some back and forth.
Yeah, there you go.
correct.
That's
Yeah,
all.
that's correct.
Yeah, so we do get an advantage because those teams like to come to Florida, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
The fans, because then they could turn it into a
if it's
recruiting.
Orlando,
It's a Disney, a Universal trip, or here they can go to the beach. So
Maxwell House has tours.
Maxwell House has tours. The jail, you can probably get a tour of the jail.
Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. All right. Well, it's great to see you guys. Greg, we appreciate you.
All right,
Kinger.
boys. Yeah, put up with us, Greg. It'll be hard. I know.
And where we going to lunch today?
Greg, that's right. He still will be somewhere. Greg gets the button-up Franchi show for all these years. They throw him into this zoo.
Yeah. Give him a statue, I say.
Andy?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's go.
Sponsored by.
You know what it is?
GFL.
It's
I know it is a GFL prize. I keep on forgetting that.
It's a
We
GFL.
love GFL, by the way.
Andy works for GFL. It's GFL. That's Green for Life. Back with more next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Every NFL Sunday starts with a kickoff.
All you got to do is put your foot right through the ball.
After the game, we'll crown the special teams player of the game.
He is a difference maker now.
Brought to you by Crown Royal
This is the last play of the game.
on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball is in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
Denny Thompson here. They're still growing. Tyson Sound & Security is looking to hire a master electrician. Are you or someone you know a master electrician with residential experience? Candidate will start at the industry's most competitive pay. Apply online at TysonSoundAndSecurity.com or call to apply 762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security hiring a master electrician offering top-notch industry pay. Call to apply 762-1000. Equal opportunity employee.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Man, have you been thinking about selling your home, but all you see potentially in front of you are problems? And you could sell for a variety of reasons. Maybe you need more space for your office or growing family. Maybe you want maximum equity for your home, but you're really not sure how. No matter what your problems are, we have the solutions, and they come with promises. We are Chad and Sandy and ChadandSandy.com. Trust them. Your home sold, guaranteed, or they will buy it. That's a promise that you can count on. You know that Chad and Sandy are going to deliver because your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. There are success stories all over the First Coast. Justin and Palatka, I was trapped in a mortgage with my ex-wife on a home that didn't sell for 184 days with another realtor. Hired Chad and Sandy, multiple offers in 7 days, sold and closed in 16. It's that easy. Go to ChadAndSandy.com. That's ChadAndSandy.com or 414-6200.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet, but have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T with my book. And how do we get to week 11 already? If you're not signed up yet, get in on the action with my promo code 1010XL to double your first deposit. It's the best sign-up deposit bonus in the industry for Florida batters. This Sunday, the Jags travel to Detroit as the biggest underdogs of any team this week. 14 points. If you think the Lions can beat them by 2 touchdowns, then bet it. But that's a huge spread. I'll take Jacksonville with the points. The Ravens are playing in Pittsburgh as a 3-point road favorite with a 48-point over-under. I'm looking at a same-game parlay here, taking the Ravens and the under. Don't miss a great nightcap with Sunday Night Football. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to L.A. to play the Chargers. I'm betting the Chargers win by 3, covering the 2-point spread. My bookie still has the double deposit bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit up to $1,000. It's the best deposit in the industry. So sign up now using my promo code 1010XL and make yourself a winner with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Jaguars fans, as the official whiskey of the NFL, it's not a kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more, and please drink responsibly.
Cigar smokers, Cigars International Superstore is now open at the Town Center, a massive 6,200 square foot space with over 600 cigar brands, a full-service bar, indoor and outdoor lounges with flat-screen TVs. Grand opening event this Saturday with live music, raffles, and specials. Enjoy $5 off a $25 purchase or more. Just mention code RadioXL at checkout. Don't miss the new Cigars International Superstore grand opening at the Town Center this Saturday.
Oh my God. Oh, what's that horrible smell? Sorry. We've been waiting forever to have our septic tank pumped.
Call Duck Duck Rooter. We don't make you wait.
When you're stuck, call the duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners.
Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web. Precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At sportsforecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. Sportsforecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. When Florida plays LSU tomorrow, the Gator offensive line will get a major test. Head coach Billy Napier has confidence in the line center, Jake Slaughter, to anchor the effort.
His work ethic is discipline, and he's got a great heart. Let me tell you something. You cut this joker open, he's orange and blue.
Florida State football program took another hit on Thursday as four-star quarterback Tramel Jones Jr. announced he was decommitting. He's visiting the Swamp this weekend and is reported to be seriously considering the Gators. Our in-state pro teams in the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Winnipeg Jets. The Florida Panthers lost to the New Jersey Devils. In the East Coast Hockey League, our Jacksonville Icemen lost to Orlando Thursday morning. They face off tonight against the Atlanta Gladiators in VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Puck drops at 7 p.m. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:09, it's 60 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah!
I don't know. This is
Come on, Jeff! Uncle Leo! Oh, it's such a sweet Friday. We go in with such high hopes.
You've got a cute way of talking.
Nobody can sing it like Leo, man.
Leo Sayer, ladies and gentlemen.
Leo, get up there.
Song goes fine.
He's a dude.
Leo, get up there.
In case you're wondering.
Yeah, Leo. That's got a little Timberlake there. A little Timberlake. See, this is the part, dude.
We're in a spin.
Got to start killing mics here soon.
Come on, Jeff. Let's go.
You make me feel like dancing.
Okay, that's not, no, it's the end of this part that I can't take.
You make me feel like dancing.
I want to dance the night away.
You make me feel like
Yeah.
Big finish.
No.
Finish it.
Ow. Wow. This is here it comes.
Here we go.
Here it comes. Class breaks. Woo.
Welcome back.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
There's some big fights this weekend. We talked about those a little bit, but I don't know if anyone's going to take the kind of beating that a certain basketball coach is going to take tonight. Yeah, all the times to walk into the belly of the beast, and I understand that it's not exactly Cameron Indoor, but Florida's Todd Golden having to go play. FSU's off to a 3-0 start. They'll show up for this game in large part just to taunt him.
Yeah,
like that's a thing on campus today. I promise you.
Yeah,
come give it to Todd Golden, Gator. Whatever you want to fill in the blanks with. It's interesting. I read Gene Fournette commenting on it with most recent column of his I read, and he did bring up one thing that we haven't said that is curious and it's missing from the story. And we've kind of talked around this, but we haven't said it just so specifically. The one thing that's missing from the whole Todd Golden story that's kind of a little bit disturbing.
What's that?
Denial.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you were talking about, posturing for your future.
But he did use another word.
Defamation.
Yeah.
Not denial, though. I'm sure you could argue defamation is revealing a secret that didn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Whereas denial is, no, I didn't do that. Who would do that? I'm a married father with 2 kids. Why in the world would I be, communicating with 30, 40 women? That sounds so silly. It's not me. It must be mistaken identity.
Right. I mean, again, I think there are holes in the report.
And holes in his
and
his
a lawyer
character.
And once you mention a lawyer, that means that the lawyer senses and sees the holes.
And I think what also happens when you have student reporters, in all fairness, the girl student tells him, and he just goes verbatim exactly what she said.
All right.
She's making suppositions about what Golden's doing that aren't proven. Those are her opinion, and he's writing what she says as if that. So I can see how you could get into that.
Well,
you can't call a guy a groomer because he hit you up on Instagram.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Of in totally different circumstance, but let's the Mandarin quarterback was in here with Frank on Tuesday. Told Frank I'm committed to FSU because he didn't want to announce that he had decommitted yet.
Yeah.
And didn't think it would, but so Frank puts that out there and then
right.
Well, sometimes it's not, it's one side of the story.
Yeah.
And
the one down there is even more nebulous because you're not even putting a name on it.
Right.
You're just female student.
Yes.
I mean, and this is not what happened. You can write an entire story with made up people.
Right.
If you're not identifying people, giving specific, right?
Yeah, they heard.
And that's not what's happening. Don't get me wrong.
I get it.
But I'm fascinated by that. And I love the Gator basketball team. I love them to win. I'm super extremely disappointed and try not to be too judgy about it. That's just ridiculous, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a grown A man that's representing the University of Florida basketball coach, and if you're single, this would be in question. You understand that?
Right.
Like this overabundance of social media contact, if he were a single man, would be a story. He's married with 2 kids. Make a decision. I mean, we're either going to press or play zone, bro.
This might be one of the greatest lookalikes I've ever seen.
Okay.
How you sometimes, as an adult, you look like the kid. Remember how we used to talk about Kush? Kush has looked the same since he was 5 years old.
That's right. I call those backyardigans, like backyard baseball, backyard football. And they show the adult version of like Ken Griffey, and that's those kinds of people. Kush was that. He was a backyard Kush.
Do you remember the kid from the movie Elf? The brother, the little brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
James Caan's other son.
I know exactly. I can, and to the point, Elf's such a favorite movie, I can literally picture him. So I'm trying to picture somebody that he looks like. Because you're about to tell me he looks like the grown up. Like there's a grown up that looks like the grown up version of him.
Yes.
Okay, I see that. Look, is it a athlete?
No.
Is it an actor?
It's a coach.
Okay,
you're gonna have to take the 3-foot walk. He's a dead ringer. This is who he grew up to be. I didn't know he had a starring role in the movie Elf, but that is Nick Sirianni as a young actor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who he became.
Yeah, that one's those are good. Yeah, those are good. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten to him, but But you know what? That's catching two perfect facial expressions.
Same facial expression.
Yeah, same facial expression.
Who said this? And this is interesting. And again, the golden goose of money in sports is slowly being slaughtered. It's gone out of control. And here's another example of it being out of control. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it is interesting. And it's a smart move and a smart statement, I think, by this person. I personally would pay for the privilege to play on the Ryder Cup. The two purest forms of competition in golf are the Ryder Cup and the Olympics. It's partly because of the purity of no money being involved. I don't think any of the 24 players on either team needs that $400,000. Every 2 years, there are 104 weeks. In 103 weeks, you can pay golf and get paid. That's Rory. Now,
if you want to get paid to play in the Ryder Cup, you're a loser. Move along. We'll get somebody who does.
Okay, Brandel Chambly says
Dave Duvall was a big part of starting this nonsense.
Brandel Chambly said, once again, Rory hits the nail on the head. It's a sad commentary in the professional game that a few players with misdirected undue power treat every aspect of this game, including the privilege of playing for one's country, as transactional.
Yeah, well, and
they are the reason, the very lifeblood of this game, which is to say those that play recreationally are increasingly turning away from those that play it professionally. He goes on and on. So
he's overreacting there. This is common in all sports. We talked about this with college and high school NIL before. So, listen, in fairness,
I guess they came out the other day and said they're going to pay every player. Now, listen,
whatever. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather. I'd rather you not have to pay him to get him to want to play.
I think for Rory to say that though, and the Euros, because this is why the Euros have always had that little advantage over the Americans. And remember, even last time with the hat and Cantlay, it just
because he wanted money for that.
The boys.
But then said he didn't.
The boys across the pond who live here, by the way, but across the pond, I think they just grow up with that love of.
I will
the
say
Ryder
this,
Cup.
and again, they most make more than enough for it to be a huge factor. But it's also easiest when you're the richest of the 24 making the comment.
Very fair.
100%. Rory McIlroy doesn't need that guy can spend $1 million a day for the rest of his life.
If you make the Ryder Cup team, none of them do.
For the most part. There's probably a few of the youngers that haven't gotten there yet, but they will quick because of the purses. Listen, I'll bang that drum just like it. This is before wasn't against the poor, overworked college kids that I think they make too much.
Right.
I say the same thing about golf. It is ridiculous you're paying these dudes $4 million to win a tournament. It's ridiculous. No one's watching. No one cares.
Mm-hmm.
We spend money, man, just like nothing, bro.
Crazy.
Just give money to unproven 18-year-olds. If I'm going to pay an 18-year-old $1 million, then I'd rather pay him to be in the damn Army than play football. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay him for working.
Jaguars would be the first team in the common draft era to select first overall 3 times in a 5-year span. Chew on that as we head to break.
You can't keep a GM with that record. We got letters when we return. This is the drill. I'm also going to hear from, we are also going to hear, or we'll do Tyson either way. This poor little girl, Jazzy, trying to do an interview yesterday, and Mike Tyson took all her hopes and dreams, and he just squashed them between his forefinger and thumb.
Damn it, Mike.
That and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Can you make picks like a pro?
Yes!
Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Are we doing this?
Play 1010XL's weekly pick'em.
We'll say yes.
You pick 'em at 1010XL.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Picking here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. It's Prize Picks. Listen, it's a lot of fun. All you got to do is pick more or less. You can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player stat projections. Watch the winnings roll in. And when they hit, you get your money in as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first. All withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. You can make Sundays fun days, but you do it Saturday. You do it every night. You can have a lot of fun with it. And really, here's a way to get started. Download the Prize Picks app. Do it today. Just download it. It's easy. I did it. Anyone can do it. Use code JAX, that's J-A-X, and you get $50 when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. $50 instantly, you play 5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed, man. Prize Picks, guys. Run your game.
This is the Mangler. Years of playing football coupled with lifestyle left my feet mangled with neuropathy. I was experiencing burning, tingling, and numbness. I spoke with 2 foot specialists and they told me there was no cure. They were wrong. I found Dr. Nate Riddle in Ponte Vedra. After utilizing his neuropathy treatment for only 2 weeks, I noticed a difference in my feet. I was regaining my feeling and balance. If you want relief from nerve pain, call Dr. Nate for a free consultation at Riddle Wellness, 904-395-5598.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious?
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing with the CFNA card. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, Big Chief's expert technicians will take care of your car with top-notch service. And with no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to handle your vehicle needs. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply for your CFNA card today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jaguars fans, want to meet some of your favorite players? Coke Florida, Publix Supermarkets, and the Jags are giving you the chance. Join 1010XL at Publix, 170 Village Commons Drive, St. Augustine, Tuesday, November 19th at 5. For autographs, pictures, raffles, and more. Get off the sidelines and get to Publix to grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or any of your favorite Coca-Cola beverages using Publix digital app. The Jaguars and Coke Florida. There's magic when we cheer together at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right. We're back here on the drill. It's GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. That's some Friday night sports that's a little bit outside of the norm of what we're used to. That's in addition, by the way, to great high school football. Playoffs start tonight. Good luck to all y'all out there and about trying to keep those careers alive or finish your underclass seasons on a very, very high note. But we've got we've got this made for Netflix fight. More on that in a second. We also got some college basketball tonight. I mentioned Florida State, and outside of this Todd Golden scandal, 6 p.m. tip tonight. Love that. Love the 6 o'clock tip. FSU is 3-0. Haven't played anyone yet. The Gators are 5.5-point favorites on the road. Florida is also 3-0. They have their lowest margin of victory has been like 16, 18 points, but a 6 p.m. tip in Tallahassee. But there's other college basketball tonight. Alabama-Purdue play tonight. Now, the Zach Edey era is over, but Purdue's still number 13 in the country. Alabama is number 2. You also have a Arizona-Wisconsin matchup tonight in Madison, a pair of undefeated teams there. And Ohio State and Texas A&M, both ranked teams. So some Friday night basketball gives a bunch of ranked opportunities. And then there's the Tyson-Jake Paul bout. We've gone back and forth on, what our expectations would or should be, and that's okay to agree to disagree, but you can't disagree with this. Mike Tyson's a dream killer. Maybe he won't kill Jake Paul's dream, but he was being interviewed by sweet little 13-year-old Jazzy yesterday. And
a little Jazzy, man.
Jazzy goes out and interviews all these highfalutin celebrities. She's been doing it since she was 9 or 10 years old. It's her own little stream, her own little deal. I don't know where it comes. I just know that she had this little interchange with Mike, and what was supposed to be a happy, tell me all about your great things in your life became life sucks, we all die.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego.
Okay.
Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
Oh, dear.
Who cares about legacy after that?
Oh. Okay.
What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing.
Hey.
Our legacy is nothing.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Hey, Mike. I mean, come on now.
Oh, my
A little somber going into the big fight tonight with Jake Paul. I mean, Mike Tyson basically told that little 14-year-old girl, life sucks and you die. I mean, nothing's worth anything. Nothing means anything.
Wow.
Not exactly.
Thanks, Iron Mike.
Exactly encouraging, uplifting words for.
Cold.
All right, Jags go on the road. I saw this little stat. This is a doozy.
Okay.
I get so mad at them.
Okay, why are you mad?
The Detroit Lions haven't been this big a favorite in an NFL football game since the Jags played them in 1995.
Oh, geez.
That's pitiful, dude. Jug Peterson and Trent Baalke have this team performing like an expansion team.
Yeah. Oof.
That is so gross. The more I really, really think about what we are, what we do, what we've done, it makes my head explode that there haven't already been major changes and that there's any chance that there won't be.
In case you're wondering, that was a 44-0 game.
Yeah, they took a knee at the 5, bro. Detroit was going to make
a knee with like 3 minutes to
correct.
go.
Yeah, they took a knee so they wouldn't put 50 on them.
It took pity on
That's the last time Detroit's been that big a favorite. I think they were 16-point favorites that day. They're 14. It's the last time they've been a 2-touchdown favorite over anyone. We're 14-point dogs, man.
Steve Berline was 10 of 21 that day with 3 picks. Sound familiar? Vaughn Dunbar was our leading rusher, 9 for 71.
There you go, Vaughn.
Pete Mitchell had 3 catches for 42 yards.
He did.
Homecoming for Peter. Shout out. Barry Sanders had 22 carries for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns. Scott Mitchell was their quarterback.
Scott Mitchell kind of looked like Pete Mitchell. It was weird.
Yeah.
No relation.
Yeah, it wasn't, statistically, it wasn't like we had 5 turnovers. That's what we had.
We were an expansion.
Like Nielsen said yesterday. I know what you're gonna say, but like and listen, I'm like you. I'm like you in this respect. My skin crawls when I hear coaches or players with the Jags talk, because I hate it.
Yeah.
Right now is
well, it's proven to be meaningless.
But
their words are useless.
But he's like, man, their quarterback's playing really well. I thought he had 5 picks last week. And why don't you come out and say, he had 5 picks last week. We hope that can continue.
Well, that's true too. That's true too.
He hadn't played really well. He had a terrible game.
No.
They turned it over. What you could say is, good gracious, man, they turned it over 5 times and they still won the game. Their defense was
against a good team.
Yeah. And Press could say their defense was so good that they had 5 turnovers and Detroit shut them out in the second half.
And by the way, compare and contrast. We forced 3, became the first team to force 3, not allow a touchdown and lose. I don't like the 14. I mean, look, I think it'll be 38-10.
You do?
I do.
Oh, boy.
I listen, this is a 1-game referendum on Mac Jones' career longevity. That was worse than I could have ever imagined on Sunday. And I'm not saying it was all on him. I don't know why it all happened.
Well, honestly,
that looked worse than anything we ever saw from Beathard.
I would say if he plays like that again, then he is relegated himself to a backup role for the rest of his career.
Well, I think he may have already.
Yeah.
He may have already. I just surprised me. Look, we got Mac Jones, and I believe Mac Jones is better than we saw the other day.
Yeah.
But we got him to be a big upgrade over C.J. Beathard, and he dang sure wasn't. He was the same guy. It was like Beathard quarterbacked.
You know how, I don't know if you know this on social media, but if you follow the Senior Bowl, the Reese's Senior Bowl,
okay,
they get the commitments. And it's starting now. You're getting commitments
and
now.
They now take juniors too, don't they?
Yeah, they take some guys who are going to, surefire NFL guys. So they start announcing their commitments. And so I've seen now in this very week, this just, again, emphasizing the seasons that our teams in the Sunshine State are having, both Florida State and Florida. I saw the Florida State kicker has committed to the Senior Bowl, and now the Florida punter has committed to the Senior Bowl. So that's exciting.
This punting story, I can't believe the punting story hasn't been
done. One of those Aussie guys.
It's amazing. I think people will be shocked to know the number of Aussie punters in the
amazing.
league. And they have this whole program over there. They teach you to be a college punter.
Because they make money.
But I think it was like 70 or 80.
Mm-hmm.
130.
Mm-hmm.
Just some just ridiculous number.
Yeah.
DJ Lagway will play tomorrow.
Yes.
Which, good. Gives you a reason to watch. I mean, they were as close to unwatchable as I've ever seen them last week.
Yeah, it was. I left.
I don't know if I've ever turned off a Florida game just cause.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
And it's amazing to me that just one player, DJ Lagway, creates such a difference in impression on what might happen tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, let's hope so.
I don't know what to make of this Georgia game, man. I can find an argument on both sides. Georgia-Tennessee is a big one where could Georgia be done with any playoff hopes? All goals gone? I almost chuckled when we were in here with the Gator Bowl guys, and they talked about the Tennessee-Georgia game could have an effect this weekend. I'm thinking, why? Well, what if Georgia loses to Tech?
Yeah.
They 8-4. They'd be Gator Bowl material.
Yeah. That's
Tech
fair.
Tech could probably beat Georgia this year. They played them tough last week.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Kane's over here. Whoosh, whoosh.
We got AJ real quick on the Wiggle Wiggle Garber Auto Mall phone line, and then we'll do some Dear Drill letters.
Yeah, the letters are in.
All right. What do you got, AJ?
Man, it's high school playoff time, baby. It's getting the weather outside is beautiful.
Yeah, feels like football.
Well, we just got the Vikings just got a warm up tonight. Who we got?
We got Panama City Bay.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's an easy dub. Take care of business over there.
The players aren't listening to him, AJ.
Yeah.
One at a time,
Yeah.
buddy. One at a time.
Rain's minus 27.5.
Maybe more.
Hey, the only thing that made me feel good last week with my college team is everybody else lost too.
No, forget that. We got business to take up with you right now. What's the deal on Solly? What's up?
I can't tell you that, man.
Yeah, you can.
Man, you're
Just
trying
tell
to
us.
get me.
Man, they tried to send him to LSU last week, and they laid such an egg.
What happened with LSU? I thought he was going there.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but he was in the building.
We got some stacks over here. If he goes to Gainesville, just tell him, let us know.
Hey, man, I'm going to hook y'all up, okay? I'm going to hook y'all up.
Okay.
I don't like y'all guys that much over there in Gainesville, but I'll hook y'all up. Y'all need all the help you can get. So,
Don't worry about us, man. You go win something before you start throwing. I mean, you don't get to talk like it's 1987. Miami hadn't done anything in 20-something years. Get him out of here, E.
Panama City.
Come in here talking about when we win something. I'm sorry. The ACC just called, said they can't find your name in the conference champion list.
No, AJ.
Are you kidding me? Did Miami fans say we need to go win something?
This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart's dad started the company. Shane runs it now. Dad's still with them to taking care of people who live here, people like us, right? We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times, and I can tell you why. Fast, friendly, affordable, clean, and the work is splendiferous. Yes, it is. They've done numerous jobs for the Hickens. They've done jobs for my friends. They've done jobs for my family. They did the siding on my son's house. Unbelievable work. Their family gives your family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. It's real easy. If you got a construction need, a remodel idea, you need something done in your home, no job too big, no job too small, you give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Pre-Game Friday, built by Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You got to just love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter most. Families, homes, the holidays, and of course, football. They're very grateful for you all, the good people of Jacksonville, and they want to thank you. So get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res, fill it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 15, 2018, LeBron James passes Wilt Chamberlain for 5th on the NBA's career scoring list, with 44 points in the Lakers' victory over the Portland Trailblazers.
Fellas, what's good? It's your boy Eaton the T, and I'm going to keep it real with you. We could all benefit from a little something extra in the bedroom, and Blue Chew can help with that. What is Blue Chew, you ask? It's a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. It's all online. Not even your nosy neighbors will know. No doctor's visits, no trip to the pharmacy. And their licensed medical providers work with you to provide the right ingredients and strengths for your prescription. And remember, it's chewable. It's just like popping a Mentos. Now you're asking, how do I get Blue Chew? And I'm going to hook you up with that for the free ski. Just pay $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and enter my promo code 1010XL and turn that oh no into a oh yeah. That's promo code 1010XL and let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew for free. That way, you can get your confidence back. Visit BlueChew.com.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Imagine a place where it's always sunny, drinks are ice cold, and the food's bursting with flavor. Welcome to Hurricane Grill and Wings. Today's forecast: crispy wings, frothy beers, big burgers, and seafood tacos. Find your nearest spot at hurricanewings.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, time to cool down. I just cooled down on the whole Friday to Monday thing. It just... it saddens me. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. And then, wham, I get hit with, hello, darkness, my old friend.
I think maybe I'll just cool down to this reality. I can't do it. Every time there's something, I said, okay, it's just the way it is. I'm just not going to pay any attention anymore. But I just can't do it. But these doggone, gosh darn NFL coaches.
Yeah.
Coaching like they've never... don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
And they did it again last night. The Redskins, the Commanders are down 2. There's 7.5 minutes to go. They've driven down to the Eagles' 28-yard line. Kick the field goal and take the lead.
Yeah.
They take dum-dum pills, man. They're big blue dum-dum pills. And it feels like every coach just pops a bottle of them before they go out there. So, yeah, Eagles win. Commanders could have taken a 1-point lead. They were playing great defense. Just, it's stupid, isn't it?
The Soto sweepstakes is heating up. The Red Sox had their meeting yesterday. They say it was productive.
Yeah, it's over.
Meeting.
This thing's over.
You think so?
Yeah, only because of everything I'm reading. And the headline yesterday was, secrets out. Mets are going to.
They only got $90 million on the books. They could go massive for Soto.
Yeah,
if they
but
want.
the Mets have basically said, y'all bid as much as you want. Ain't nobody outbidding us.
That's a nice little right field porch for Juan Soto.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
I'll watch your guy Winker hit into third deck. I think Soto will be fine.
Also says the Dodgers are unlikely to go after the Sasaki guy, which is odd to me.
He's the pitcher?
Yeah.
I wonder what the Braves are doing. They've cleared some, and I think it feels like Fried's leaving. I'm not big on this. You let Fried go and you get Crochet.
That's what they're saying.
Crochet's not Scooble now. If you want to give me Scooble, I'm down. Crochet, didn't he kind of tail off a little bit?
Yeah, he's like the hot guy. It was interesting. I'll say this.
At the trade deadline, he was a hot guy. He's getting hot again now.
Well, Murph
I'm not paying much attention because we
didn't like him because he said, I'm not going anywhere unless they re-sign me.
That's right.
And then that was number one. And then number two, I watched him pitch against the Mets. We had a 3-game set with those guys, I think in August or September. And he was great, but they yanked him after 3 innings. I go, what are we doing? And so, I don't know, man.
He was named the comeback player of the year. I see him that. That was strange. Chris Sale's going to win comeback player and Cy, huh?
Is that what he's getting?
All right, well, Sale won the comeback player of the year. He'll definitely win the Cy.
But he's going to get traded to somebody, and it's the Phillies or the Padres or the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Braves or somebody's going to trade for him. It just depends on how much you want to give up for him.
At least 25, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
And here's the bottom line. Maybe I'm just too traditional, but the dude's 6-12 with a 3.5.
Yeah.
Pitching's pitching. I don't care if your team's terrible. It's not their hitting.
You'd probably have to trade him Nacho
Alvarez.
Or Drake Baldwin. One of those
Baldwin, I would think, because, and by the way, Dar knows so much for that, and we always say this.
Yeah.
You always say, well, they'll keep him in mind for a lesser deal. No, man, somebody going to offer, and they're going to go. He went to the Angels.
It says the Braves, without a position player involved, Atlanta would have to deal at least 2 of its top 3 pitching prospects: Waldrop, A.J. Smith, whatever, and Caminiti.
Well, and the strange, they can't deal Baldwin because their catching depth is gone. He's a backup catcher, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
They need Murphy to, be healthy. I think healthy, he's still fine, and they think that too. But
let's get some letters in before we get out of here.
In your letter, you said you didn't love me.
That's some Dear Drill going on here.
Said you're gonna leave me.
Thank you, E.
We give excellent answers. I'm hearing it more and more out there. We keep it real with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned for some of the issues that our community is dealing with. In some cases, I feel for. In others, I get a little angry with the way you're acting. So
change the names to protect the innocent.
Yes.
Dear Drill.
Where's this one coming from?
This is from the West Side.
Okay.
West Side.
West Side. My sister, Sandy, divorced her husband 15 years ago.
Okay.
Her oldest son, Nick, never got over it. He's 30 now and has treated her, Sandy, badly over the years.
Mm-hmm.
He not only vandalized her home, but has said horrible things to her. She maintained a relationship with him despite his behavior, supporting him emotionally and sometimes financially. Sandy finally got engaged to her long-term boyfriend for 3 years, but Nick is hostile towards him. He calls him names, denigrates his faith, refuses to accept him as part of the family. Her fiancé has grown tired of this treatment. I'm afraid it may cause their breakup. Look, my sister doesn't want to lose her son over this, and everyone in our family, including her other children, love Nick. What can she do?
Oof.
It's a tough one.
Oof. That's a hard one, man.
Both of you got oofs.
Well, look, if you choose your friends, you can't choose your family. It's your son. No matter how frustrated you get, no matter what a little DB dirtbag he's acting like, it's hard to just cut. But I'm not giving up someone who loves you and who treats you with the respect you deserve.
Yeah.
It might be time to have that.
The cake is baked sometimes, they say.
Sometimes you got to go to the kid and say, you know what? I've had it with the way you've acted.
Yeah.
I've had it the way you do. I love you. I want you to be a part of my life. Do not speak to me ever again until you're willing to be a grown-up and the respect that's owed, and go off with your husband and forge a new life that will sadly sometimes think of that dirtbag son of yours, but he's really kind of a jackass.
E?
Nick is his name, right?
Yeah.
Well, Nick, since you like him so much, you gonna be with him. Problem solved.
Problem solved. Time for one more?
Sure.
Dear Drill, As far as I'm concerned, my marriage is over. For the past 10 years or more, my wife has recklessly spent our joint savings and my pension savings, taking out credit cards in my name without my knowledge, put us through bankruptcy. We have $50,000 in debt, nothing left. She's also having affairs on the side. I can't trust a word she says or continues to live like this. Each time she begs for forgiveness, promises not to do it anymore until she does it a week later. We agreed to separate a month ago, but now she realized there's not going to be any income from me and she wants to stay married. When I told her no, she attacked me physically. I don't want to call the cops. What do I do? Please advise, Drill.
You call the cops. You file for divorce. You get a restraining order, and you move along. I don't. It's that simple. I mean, I thought toxic masculinity was the problem in this country. It seems to be the opposite. Complete lack of.
A wise man once said, "Know your worth, king."
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's just bad, dude.
Get on out of there.
Yeah. That's a couple Dear Drill letters
There
that
you go.
got in for
Problems in the community. We're trying to help. And somebody's going to keep it real. Who's giving y'all advice?
Got to do it.
What kind of self, image are you going to build just getting kicked in the teeth by everybody you meet?
Now, the 2-minute drill brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
What's happening?
Keys to victory Friday.
Keys to victory.
Yes.
You're going to need a lot of keys.
You're going to jangle
Gotta
the old
jingle.
chain.
Jangling.
Like the janitor who's got 100 of them on there.
Yeah.
You just got to find which 3.
Oh, I got a couple.
Unlock those rusty locks.
I've had those before.
That's what we need. 3
That's
of them.
what we're looking for, you know. If you can come up with them.
Good luck.
I know.
You know you're going to have a few of those, hijacked.
We've had more than a few.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we're used to it by now. It's fine. You know, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's, feel how you want to feel.
Let me ask you a question, Mike.
Yes, please do.
What are the odds that you'll be giving out Victory Monday shirts?
I'm going to say low.
In 48 hours.
They're slim.
Okay.
I think. We do our picks every Friday. We rank them in order of how confident we are in the. Detroit's going to be pretty high. Yeah. I think across the board. So
yeah.
It's the old, what it is, man.
It's the old, your chances.
It is what it is.
It's the old, I don't know if they still use this line, your chances are slim to none and none left town. That used to be a quick answer.
That was a big one. But I do remember, I bring this up with David Garrard. I want to say it was like 2010.
Okay.
The schedule for the Jags that year, if you looked at it, you're like, at Dallas, they're going to get destroyed. This is the worst game on the schedule.
Right.
David Garrard threw 4 touchdowns. They beat that Cowboy A. And they were not that team. So it is still the NFL, man.
It is the NFL.
It is crazy.
Unfortunately, we're the team now that has to have that lucky, unexpected win.
Oh, no question about it. Especially with Mac Jones playing. I can't imagine this offense generating enough points to overcome it.
Not based on what we saw Sunday. And by the way, Detroit's defense is better than the Vikings, and it's on the road.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys watch the game last night?
Yes.
That's a party foul right there.
That is a party foul.
Calling.
On me?
Oh, there it is.
What?
There.
Oh, you're a party foul.
I'll get back. That's only JP Shattuck.
Okay.
We'll get back.
Yeah.
JP, I mean, you know what he did.
I called him earlier. He's returning my call.
All right.
Anyway, Hurts looked like he was almost knocked out on his feet in the first quarter.
He went.
He got up and he's like blinking his eyes like, where the hell am I?
Yeah. It's clear this concussion protocol is a joke. They're not paying attention.
They asked him after the game. He goes, I guess I beat the protocol.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
He beat
and they also asked him, and I didn't tie this together. I was watching the press. ESPN now thinks it's interesting to show these long-form press conferences as they go on. It's the worst waste of time. But they ask a question. They're asking Jalen Hurts to comment on a specific play. He goes, I can't remember the play you're talking about. And then he told him the 2 plays that led up. I really don't know the play you're talking about.
Oh, bad luck.
I didn't think about it, but that's...
I did because I had him in the breakfast bowl, and I'm like, I'm done. Like, he's coming out of this game in the first quarter.
There are tennis players that know where every ball on the court is. I'm thinking right after a game, unless something's cuckoo, you would remember every play.
I would be shocked if he was not concussed last night. So,
all right. Well,
have a great show.
Good job, man.
Today's next. Jags on the weekend, on the road this weekend.